Where's the goddamn scene? I've lost the scene. There it is. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
And welcome to Live and Let's Dice Live here on a Saturday evening. This is a bit of a shock, a bit of a strange place to have a stream, but here we are. All of the Live and Let's Dice team are in one place to play a fantastically fun horror-themed RPG. It's called Fright Night, the one with the Wendigo. I'll explain the rules in a little bit, but first, let's go through our cavalcade of characters, starting from the top left on my screen. It's a Beanie.
Hello, I am the popular one.
Beanie, Beanie, you're not just like saying you're introducing yourself normally. You're like, oh, I'm the popular one. How's it going?
Oh, sorry.
Now, Beanie, I've got a question for you.
Good.
I hear that you like a pint. Is that correct?
It's quite true.
Have you maybe showed up to the live stream a little bit half cut?
Certainly have. I blame the dog.
It's a great
dog's
day
idea.
for 8 beers.
Amazing stuff. Yeah, so Beanie is here, and then above me directly is the one and only Mikey, aka Fangus und Bangus.
Hiya,
mate. How you getting on?
I'm the gangly one. I'm all right. Yeah, I'm really good actually. I've spent a lot of time painting, making spider bases at the moment. So currently having a great old time with my hobby life. But yeah, I'm good. I'm permanently tired, but I'm feeling sexy and ready to get spooked.
I love it, mate. I'm here for that tired but down to fight energy. So if those of you who haven't checked out Mikey's Instagram, over on Fangabang, he has just bought a brand new Gloomspire Gits army, as well as a few of the old spider goblins that are there. And he's got a huge looking spider boss that he posted up with some really nice webbing that you did there, mate. Very nice indeed. Very
scary.
Nice. Yeah, to the point where I felt uncomfortable looking at it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's what I wanted to achieve. Like, egg sacs and a funnel web just makes anything a horrific time.
Both of those things just sound horrible.
But yeah, what I'll be doing is I've considered making maybe a little tutorial on how to make the egg sacs and how to make a spider nest. So that'll be being shot for this.
Stuff.
So,
Cannot wait to see that. And to round out the pack, he's the man, the biggest man with the smallest glasses and also the biggest heart. It's Lawson, aka the Crafting Kaiju.
That's right, I do have an enlarged heart.
Go, Doctor.
The only thing that keeps me going around. Hello.
How are you getting on, Lawson?
Yeah, not too bad. Alive.
Oh,
and I'm about to make it everyone else's fucking problem.
Yeah, to be fair though, you may not be able to say that towards the end of this RPG, because it is a one-shot, and there is all to gain and all to lose in such a scenario. And just to round it out, in case
all I need.
Exactly, mate. Pull that trigger. Let's go. Let's
one opportunity.
Go. And in case you didn't know, my name's Jules, and I am also here and also alive, and I can actually say that I probably will make it through this RPG because I am going to be leading today's session, so favoritism is definitely going to play a huge factor here. But I have a character in this story. Yeah, and I can see the bees. Bring up the bees. Let's get it on. Now, before we begin, let's say hello to all of the lovely people that are joining us here today and are chatting there. We've got Stefan, we've got Hussein, we've got Louis, who is drawing a picture of the pole troll, which I'm very happy about. Tad Ghostal's here, Shlati Bart's here, Benjamin Lee, Gimli is here. Hello, Gimli, my friend. Jam Slam, David Fifth Ultra, Martian McFly, and Michael Mack as well. Everyone all saying good evening, and I hopefully will be able to provide them with a good evening as we play some of this beautiful RPG. Now, gentlemen, before I ask you what your character is that you're playing in today's scenario, I'm going to give the little spiel to the boys and girls at home as to what we're playing and who it's been made by, and maybe at some point, I'm just going to check my phone, the actual author of this, she's on her way home and she'll be able to tune in and watch us play live, which is great. So this is a series of one-shot RPGs called... That was a big old burp there. That was...
I dropped my dice.
That is, it's called Fright Nights, and the one that we're playing today is called The One with the Wendigo. It was created by Georgie Broad and H. Tinsley. There is a wonderful set of RPGs that are all horror themed, but it's kind of got the vibe of a B movie. So it's a bit silly in places. It's meant to be very easy to pick up. And the best part about all of this is you can play it only using one dice. So, or die. So, gentlemen,
In die.
why don't we go from top to bottom and tell us what we've brought, like show and tell. Beanie, which dice have you brought today?
So, I have brought my 30k World Eaters dice
Oh.
because they're gorgeous. They are toasted dice.
Oh, very nice indeed.
Yes, lovely.
Oh no, Mackie, you've got.
Yeah, Mikey's gone Mike's gone to blurry land. What?
Did you put Vaseline on the lens? Hey, he's back.
Of course he did.
There he is.
For his
Hello.
hands.
What dice have you brought there, Mikey?
Oh, this one. As you can see, this is not the Live and Let's Dice logo. This is the logo of
Deployment Zone.
Deployment Zone TV, and this is the dice I took from Winters after I beat him.
Down
King
to
of
the
North.
ground.
I beat him and I buried him.
So people are already correcting my pronunciation of Wendigo.
Wendigo.
I always thought it was Wendigo, but I will say it's Wendigo, just because of the fact that I'm sure that the popular TV show Supernatural, that's how they say it there. So we'll have to go with what they say there.
I've never seen it. Is it good?
I actually do enjoy it. It's
I've watched one episode.
It's
Was that
Scooby-
the show that you and Georgie were chatting about
Yes.
and how you both... Yes, there we are.
It's
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo.
Very
It's
passionate.
Scooby-Doo for horny adults.
Yeah, watch the first
I'm
5
in.
seasons and then pretend that the next 10 didn't happen.
Yeah, that's actually a very good point.
Thanks for the heads up.
Do you know what?
The first.
Do you know what is the perfect show though?
What?
Ash versus the Evil Dead.
Ooh.
Oh,
It is a very good. The
good
thing is,
show.
as IGN said very astutely when they were reviewing the new Evil Dead game, the Evil Dead films have no right to be as good as they are. And I was like, that is a very the perfect way to describe that franchise. And the TV show definitely fits in the same vein.
100%, baby.
Lawson, what dice have you brought, my friend?
Oh, it's you can't really see it very well on the camera. I don't know whether that's showing up, but it's got like little dice. Skulls. That's the word.
Oh, nice. For a split second,
Oh,
I thought
nice.
it was one of the cursed dice. You know, do you remember Mikey's massive ogre dice or the squig boingy dice? Like,
Yeah. Mikey's ogre dice, they're just whiskey rocks with numbers on them.
clunk,
it's-
clunk.
It's got little skulls on this. I got this through a dice trade at King in the North.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
cool.
Yeah, because
I didn't think to do that.
you were going pretty hard on all of the dice trades. Every single person I saw you doing, you're like shaking their hand, but at the same time, you were like trying to just fishing into their bag, just like give me that, give me, come on, just give me.
Yeah,
some.
you give me that. Yeah. Well, I gave them one of my dice. You know, one of the Live and Let's dice.
Nice.
The dice. And then I was just like, well, you can have this anyway, but if you want to trade, you know.
It's one of these things, Lawson. There's trading dice, and then there's trading dice at knife point. You know what I mean?
yeah. Under
Yeah.
threat of violence.
Right. The trick there is to not actually produce the knife, but infer that there may be a knife at some point.
Oh, so you're dennising them.
So standing like this, as if you've got it in your pits. Like
Yeah,
Red.
they don't have to know that it's just a breadstick.
It's the implications, is it? Is this what you're telling me? It's the Always Sunny implications. Right.
It's not the implication, it's the inferment.
Okay, fair enough. There's there's a big difference there, mate.
There is a legal difference, and a small majority of the jury voted in my favour.
And speaking of things that are criminally good, we have the Live and Let's Dice gold dice that I'm going to be using today for both DM and for my character purposes. So that should be fun indeed. So, gentlemen, we have our one dice. How do you play this game? It plays pretty much like any other sort of tabletop RPG like Dungeons and Dragons, but the twist is that all of the skill checks and combat and anything else that I'll ask you to roll a dice for are done on just that one dice. And it goes 1 and a 2. 1 is always a failure. 6 is pretty much always a success. 2 is a mild success. Then you've got into like 3s and 4s, which are like, yeah, you've done a little bit, but not enough. 5 and 6 is when the juicy stuff happens. Nice and simple. And it's up to the narrator, in this case, me, to kind of flesh out what a 3 means, for example. So, yeah, there's a bit of pressure on me, but at the same time, I think that I will be able to pull something good out of the bag, at least. If you have,
fast, dickhead.
I know. To be honest, man, after the amount of pain that I put you through personally with the D&D sessions with us and John, I'm very worried about how you're going to choose to pay me back here. But I will try my best. I will try my best to roll with the punches. So if your character has an advantage in a certain skill, for example, if Mikey is playing a character whose strength is his advantage, then he'll get to roll the dice twice and pick the highest. If you have a disadvantage in something, then you roll the dice and you have to pick the lowest. So it is a very simple game. And to sort of give a bit of backstory as to what's going on. Oh, I should change the music, because at the moment we've got lo-fi chill hop going on. We should probably put like more horror-themed ones in, right? Okay, so DJ Jules is in the house with his 1 hour of royalty-free horror music. Yeah.
Wait,
Yes.
why aren't you called D Jules?
Because
My initials are JDDJ, so I should be.
the thing is, I don't need any inferment of J given the D or D given the J, whichever way around is the worst nowadays. I don't know anymore. So hopefully people at home can hear that. Let us know in the comments.
Don't put J's down your D.
Do not put J's down your D, mate. What does it even mean?
It can mean a lot of things, and all of it isn't good.
Oh, no! Don't do that. That's banned.
That was for other people's minds.
Not safe for work. Okay, right. I'm switching the lights over.
He's a visual learner. Let him do this.
Schmeichels, you've got the LED strips, haven't you?
I've fucking lost my remote. So I've got them. They just don't
Skill
work.
with one L.
Amazing. Right. Well, I'm going to change mine over to the freaky red so that we can get more into the horror vibe as we begin.
That makes you look really military.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, everyone turned. Lawson's just got he's going to close the curtains.
Yeah.
I was going to keep strobing the tiny light.
Lawson, are you currently next door to that weapons room from the Matrix?
Maybe.
I love the fact that Lawson looks like Boris from the Men in Black series.
Who?
Right.
Random Chav said that to me once when I was going through North Shields.
That's very rude to call me that.
Yeah, you just you wouldn't be seen dead in North. Well, you would be seen dead in North Shields.
Yeah, that's where I'll be turning up in a body bag. And by body bag, I mean Tesco's bin bag. Right. Okay. Yeah. So
my favourite hobby shop's in North Shields.
Yeah.
Well, my friend, it is time to begin tonight's session of creeps and spooks and ghouls and ghosts, as we are about to play the one with the Wendigo. Now, we are playing as a group of teens. Cast your minds back, gentlemen, back. Shave at least 10 years off of your life to get into the mindset here. My Chemical Romance is the biggest thing going.
Jesus, it still is.
You're starting fist fights with people who say that they like Panic in the Disco.
Still
there's you've never felt cooler wearing skinny jeans that show everyone your testicle shape and outline of your penis.
I've never owned a pair of skinny jeans out of fear of putting a terrible outline out.
Look at my dinner.
It's mash it.
No, it's the Jinko jeans.
Oh, were they the ones that had the what they call shit catchers? Were basically because they were big wide jeans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ones,
shit catchers.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're wearing your favorite garb, and we'll go through, and you can describe your character, what they're wearing, what their sort of interests are, build a little bit of a backstory, and tell everyone at home what your strengths and weaknesses are. And we'll start with Beanie. So tell us who you're playing as today.
So, as I earlier mentioned, I am the popular one.
Ooh.
And my name is Kent Ramiro. Now, Kent is an all-star wrestler with a sordid past, which may come up later. But he is dressed very smartly in a polo shirt with some skinny jeans, Converse shoes, and so much gel in his hair that he just can make anything slick just by moving around.
Does
a human paintbrush.
As he pops the collar as well.
Duh.
Oh, amazing. Does he have one of those really stupid seashell necklace things? Is he trying to get onto the surfer?
Oh yeah. He's got to have some of that.
Yeah, okay. I like this. I like this guy. Okay, right. So we have Kent Romero. Mikey, who are you playing as? Oh, sorry. What's your strengths and weaknesses, Beanie?
Sorry. So my attributes are charisma and persuasion, but my negatives would be speed and investigation.
Ooh, interesting.
I'm not the brightest.
But you are the strongest and the most likable.
Kent Ramiro.
Mikey, who are you playing as today?
I'm playing the jock. I am playing as Daz Hammer. This corn-fed Nebraskan quarterback, thick as pudding, and twice as dumb. He's there to do one thing and one thing only. He has a dream to play for the if it's Nebraska, he wants to play for the Tennessee Titans one day.
Amazing.
But he is very fast and very strong.
Yep.
But he is very dumb and not very good at investigating. He's there to prove one thing and one thing only: himself to his parents.
Amazing.
Because they really don't like him because he's thick, but he's good at sports, so he's doubling down.
He's got that scholarship, but he ain't got that pride.
Yeah, he ain't passing. Like,
that's the problem. He ain't passing. That's why he's going to be benched next season.
Exactly.
Lawson, who are you playing as, my friend?
I'm playing the weird one.
Okay.
The breakout role of a lifetime. No, I'm playing Gary Bootle. But he's really, really, really trying very hard to make the nickname Steelhawk stick.
Amazing.
And it's just, he's having absolutely fucking none of it. Like, it's just not working. They're just calling him Bagwank Gary.
Amazing. Amazing. That's so good. What are his strengths and weaknesses?
His strengths are intelligence and investigation, clearly not emotional intelligence. And his weaknesses are speed and strength.
Okay.
Polio hit him hard.
Bagwank Gary.
Bagwank Gary.
Fucking hell, are you on a satellite delay?
Sorry, I've been laughing. I've been making notes of these things, and I just read it back to myself.
I forgot to say as well, my character is permanently in sportswear.
Ooh,
He's one of those people always wears like a football jersey, some
And
cargo
helmet.
shorts, and some fucking running shoes. You know, he's
Amazing.
ready for all sports at all times.
Yeah.
Just
I
in
am
case
currently
Combine
wearing
happens.
basketball
please.
shorts.
And what's your character wearing, Lawson?
He's wearing a pair of Jinko jeans,
Trench coat.
a wallet with a chain attached to his belt,
Lovely.
a very poorly made all black hoodie with the Conspiracy of One Offspring album artwork
Amazing.
screen printed on it.
Is it sun bleached to
Amazing.
fuck?
Oh yeah, it's absolutely sun bleached. It's sun bleached to fuck. He's got a studded wrist
Oh, good.
bracelet. Yeah.
Does more
And-
damage to him than the enemies if he hits him with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And he has one of like the worst like dye job purple streaks in his hair.
Amazing.
Oh,
Powerful look.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna type out the party member list so that people can gather who we are. So Beanie, you were Kent,
Romero.
Beanie, and then we had Mikey was Daz Hammer.
Daz Hammer!
And then Lawson was what name are we calling you by then? Because are we friends or what do you want us?
Well, if I'm hanging out with the cool one and the jock, he's definitely going to get called Bagwank Gary.
Bagwank Gary.
Bagwank Gary's getting a wedgie.
Okay, so there we go. Those are the party members in the chat now. And hello to everyone who's joining us in, by the way. Hope you're getting ready for a lovely stream of Fright Night, the one with the Wendigo. So, I am playing the responsible one, aka the plot device that will hopefully, to try and keep these guys on track if we need to move on.
Chat, boo this man!
So,
Boo's in the chat.
so my name is Chris, and it's always with a sigh because every single time it's just like, oh, Chris is coming. And the only reason that Chris is coming on this trip is because he's the one that owns the van that's driving all of the people here. He's borrowed it off his dad for the weekend, and everyone else has just been like, it's worth it to get a free lift. We've all know somebody like that. Let's be honest now. Right, so. No, it's not you, Beanie. It's not you. I knew as soon as I said it, I was like, Beanie's going to take that as him, isn't it? It's not you. It's not you.
Oh, I love Beanie.
So,
Thanks, man. Jules
So-
just uses me for my car.
Abuser.
Abuser. Your car has become a tomb for all of the free GW stuff that we get and then forget to take out of it again.
Yeah, my boot is laden with just random stuff.
So
if you want to, burgle beanie, you know where to look.
Yeah.
So, my friends, what I'm wearing, it doesn't matter. Think the most boring thing that a teenager can wear. That's what he's wearing. He's wearing the latest range from George Asda. That's his clothing
Can
line.
it be that his entire range is from Cotton Trader that is only seemingly a shop in bloody service stations?
Edinburgh Woolen Mill. That's where he's kitted out in that. That's exactly what he's wearing.
Can you be wearing Kappa poppers though?
I was also thinking poppers when we were.
That's too exciting for him. So what he's got is those hiking trousers that zip off into shorts, because they're responsible.
Because he's sensible.
Yeah.
We are kin.
Have you got a fanny pack on as well?
No, but he's got a drawstring JD sports bag that he does wear around him at all times. That's got
How much chapstick does he have?
He's got 3 that are completely full, each of them, and he's also got Cricket Smear, really, really high power sun cream for the eyes as well, just in case.
Oh, is it
so he's
daytime?
basically Dwayne Dibley.
Oh no, it's night time. It's night time, but he's got it just in case.
Just in case the moon reflects on
Yeah.
you.
So, my friends, those are the characters that we're playing as today. Now, in order to set the scene, what we're doing is we are driving. Chris is driving, using the van borrowed from his dad, to a cabin in the woods. That doesn't sound ominous or scary at all, does it, my friends? And the reason that we're going there is because it's time to party, friends! We've got the cabin for the weekend. We've rented it out on, cabin B&B. And we are going there to party hard. Or as hard as Chris wants to party hard, which is in bed by 8. And maybe a board game or 2.
Kent Ramiro wants late nights and drinking pints.
Hell yeah. But there's a problem, friends. And that is, we're starting to run out of petrol. So as the van...
I thought you were responsible.
The thing is, I thought that I'd filled up, but unfortunately the gauge telling us on the fuel is faulty. I thought we had a full tank, but unfortunately we were getting down to 0. Luckily, as we go round the corner, starting to panic a little bit here, we spot ahead in the distance a singular gas station. Now, we are in no man's land. We have no idea where we are, and there has not been a town for at least 2 hours behind us. We are in the boonies, my friends.
Sick,
But
these are my people.
Don't worry, though.
Banjo playing?
There is not banjo playing, but I do need you guys to set the tone a little bit because the radio is on. What's playing?
Creedence Clearwater Revival, Bad Moon Rising.
Would you please give us a little humming for that while we chat about...
I'm glad I didn't say it.
Yeah, you got to do it now. Lucky, you're DJ now. You got to...
Oh.
I'm so glad that my suggestion came through.
Chris turns down the radio. lads, there's a gas station up ahead. We'll pull in there, we'll refuel, and then we'll have a great old time. And to be honest, if we make it there in time, fingers crossed, we'll be able to listen to the Archers as well. Get in, boys, get in. Yeah?
Quiet! Kent does not want to listen to the Archers.
I'll pop on in, get us some snacks for the road. These are good old, hard-working country folk like myself. I'll go in, say hello, see what's what, and see how far it is up to the lodge.
Awesome.
Thanks, Dad.
It's a real Bobby Dazzler, isn't that right, guys?
Yeah. All right. Okay, everyone, hands in. Fill up the tank on 3.
I'm driving. I'm driving. Oh god. I don't want to miss out. FOMO.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Fill the tank.
And we pull.
Good one, guys. Bit of team spirit,
And we pull sputtering into the gas station. Now, gentlemen, it is incredibly dark now. We've been driving for hours upon hours, and it's probably looking like it's starting to get a bit overcast as well over in the distance. We kind of gauge that we've got still quite a way to go, probably another hour and a half down, so walking is just completely out of the question. Now, Chris is a bit reticent to get out because he's looking around. He's like, I don't really feel very comfortable around here. Would one of you guys mind just filling her up, and I'll give you the money and you can go pay for it.
No!
I'll look after the van.
Get out the car, nerd.
Yeah, to be fair, if it's going to rain and we all get wet, we're all in it together. Let's go.
Okay. Well,
Let's go.
maybe make me a persuasion check.
4.
Okay. All right then. I guess. Just
Look,
I'm gonna stay with the van, but I'll get outside. I'll stretch the legs for a little bit.
I'll buy you a Slim Jim.
That's too spicy for me. Have they got any milk with bread?
Maybe. What about a hot dog or something? Do you...
A hot dog? Dude, the disease on those alone.
Whatever, dude. I'll get you something.
Can you get me a Capri Sun? Can you get me a Capri Sun? Okay, cool.
Yo,
Chris, your
Ken,
fucking spare parts, bud.
Ken, what you want?
Oh, I'll have a hot dog with a Slim Jim.
Oh my god.
Hot dog and a
Kent
Slim Jim.
Ramiro.
My man. And Jethawk or Spider-Man, what do you want?
You mean Bagwank Gary?
Oh, Bagwank Gary, yeah. What up? BWG. Where are we going?
2 Slim Jims and a copy of Kerrang.
Yes.
Yeah, my guy, he's always making jokes, this guy. Look at him with his weird hair.
By the way, sorry to interrupt, but we actually have royalty in the chat now because Georgie has joined the chat. She's saying that I got to say the Bad Moon Rising is exactly what you should be listening to right now. Perfect fluff. So there we go. You picked it right. Because you have Georgie has deemed your choice to be acceptable, I'm going to give you advantage on the next roll you make, no matter what it is, even if you have it as a disadvantage. All right.
Perfect.
So
this is perfect for me because I absolutely love horror. So this is like I get to put all of the knowledge that I've accumulated over the years of horror and see if I can survive.
So, friends, who's going inside the thing and who's staying to fill up the van?
Hey, you. I'm going to go in.
Okay, so Mikey's going in. Sorry, where'd you say you're going, Bean?
I'll fill up the car.
Cool, filling up the car. Lawson.
I'll go into the shop too.
Cool. Right. And Chris is going to stay with Beanie because he's a bit worried about scratches on the car. I don't know why. He's just a bit anal about that.
Who is going to scratch the car out here? Badgers?
Look, I don't know. A crazy person might come around the corner with a set of keys and just scratch my van up. This is my dad's van. This is my dad's van.
How about I
Chris,
key the car
winner.
now? I'll key the car now,
Yeah.
and then you don't have to worry about it getting keyed because it's already happened.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
I'm gonna key my butt cheeks onto the car like you would with a photocopier.
Look.
Pressed ham.
Right, Wank Gary. The last time it was setting a fire in the cafeteria. Now it's scratching a car of your...
Yeah. Oh, he's knocked his own mic out. We can't hear you.
Oh.
Yeah, we can't hear you at all, mate.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I thought.
Yeah, we can't hear you at all. His gesticulations knocked a wire, and he's gone.
I assume it is all positive things about me.
There he is.
So,
He's back.
basically, what it was the last time you did something, it was setting a fire in the cafeteria. Now you're threatening to, set fires or whatever. Keep your ninja stars or whatever you have in that weird ass outfit to yourself. Just don't do anything. Don't touch anything. Don't make friends. Don't do anything. Just come with me. Maybe steal a couple of sweets or something. I don't know. Just get yourself in. Let's go.
I'm not.
Yes, Steelhawk.
Fellas, I'm
stealing.
No, fellas, I'm not comfortable with any stealing. Can you just we'll just pay for the gas and we'll go. Why do we have to make such a big deal out of this? I tell you what, my parents warned me of this. They said, "Oh, you're going to hang out with those kids again. They're going to lead you astray."
Your parents literally made your first name a Sai. You shouldn't listen to your parents.
Just kick back for once.
It's not my
chill.
It's not my
Your
problem.
first act in this world was exasperation.
Look, also, Chris, you're more likely to be murdered out here than you are to have your car scratched.
Is that true?
Probably.
Oh, yes.
Oh my god! Right, okay. And he pushes
Absolutely.
past both of you, heading towards the shop.
Get in. And then I'm just going to high five Kent, and I'm going to do the high five to...
Bullying!
to what's he? Wank Gary.
Bagwank Gary.
Bagwank Gary.
I should probably explain to Georgie as well, who's joined in and probably has no idea who the characters are that we're playing. We've got Kent Romero, who Beanie's playing, who is the popular one. We've got Bagwank Gary, which is a nickname given to him by his peers, which is Lawson, who's playing the weird one. And then Mikey is playing Daz Hammer, who is the jock. And I'm playing Chris, who is the responsible one. Right. Okay, so Beanie, as we all move into the shop, you're left to fill up the car. As you pick up the pump pipe, the nozzle, and start putting it in, you start pressing the button, but nothing happens. There's a sort of like clicking and a whirring, almost like it feels like something should be drawing up, but it's just not happening. No fuel is coming out whatsoever.
Can I use my charisma on it?
You can indeed. You can indeed. Okay, so give me a charisma roll.
Come on.
I got a 6.
Okay, so you hear a little gurgle and a little bit shoots into your eye.
Oh, not again.
Nani? Okay. So, your charm has worked, but it appears that you've only got a little dribble for your for your troubles.
So I'm going to start trying to signal the others to get them to ask the person inside.
Okay, so we move over to the other scene. Bing, 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 bing. Oh, actually, what's the noise that like a convenience store? Yeah. Yeah. Beep, boop. That's it. As we walk in to the convenience store / gas station, rows upon rows of very, very fatty snacks are in front of us. There's a chiller at the back that's blinking occasionally on and off that is full of frosty, delicious beer. And on the far right-hand side is a counter of magazines. And at the top, there is, of course, your classic arrangement of porno magazines. You've got...
Razzle.
You've got... From left to right, you've got big bongos. You've got fanny hammer. You've got gapers, and then on the far right, which definitely includes a VHS showing you how little interest that this has had, is just called Smeg.
Muff.
I elbow Daz in the ribs gently, point up to Fanny Hammer and go, "Is that your mum?"
No, but it might be Chris's.
Oh,
so I'm gonna grab it for him.
Yeah.
Good joke, guys. Good joke.
Hey, look at it this way: if we damage your dad's car, give him this as payment. You'll be completely fine.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to buy. Oh, I'm outside anyway, so I'm not involved.
You're still waving. We haven't noticed you yet.
I'm just gonna put it to the window and like point at the Razmag and be like,
okay. So as you turn around, you now see Beanie waving furiously at you. Do you want to do anything?
Yeah. Hi.
Just waving back.
I'm a bit thick, so I'm just gonna be like, hi.
I think you want.
Oh, I'll go out. So Chris has gone outside and he's like, "What's wrong? What's up?"
Fuel pump isn't working and it spurt in my eye, so now I have petroleum in my eye and that hurts.
Well, what were you doing looking down the nozzle? What were you doing that? What? That's okay. Not
I
important.
thought there was a jam.
Okay, right. Well, I'll go inside and I'll find out what's going on. Maybe we just need to find somebody to authorize the pump. Maybe that's what it is. So
cool.
Inside he goes. But upon re-entering, I assume you'd like to come with us, Bean, because there's nothing...
Yeah, I'm pretty bored of standing out here looking awesome.
Beep, boop. As we enter the shop again, we realise that amongst all of the amazing erotica and snacks and cool, delicious beer, there is no one here inside...
Is there a bell?
There is a bell, my friend.
Bing! Bing, bing, bing.
Weirdly enough, the bell actually plays
bing,
the
bing,
same...
Bing, bing.
Oh, it actually plays the same beep, boop.
Bang, 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 bang.
Okay, so with all three people pressing the button at the same time...
Like hungry hippos.
Eventually, a door slams open. What the fuck do you want? And an old wizened man comes round the corner. He grabs all three of you with surprising strength for an old man who looks like he is very close to death and pushes you off the button. What do you want?
Right, old man Winkle, we need fuel. Your pumps don't work.
My pumps work fine, thank you very much. You're not my doctor.
Okay, right. Look here, Yoda, right? We need to get up to the cabin on the mountain.
Cabin. Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Oh. So can we get some fuel or what?
Use the pump. That's what it's there for.
Yeah,
I already tried using the pump and it squirted me in the eye.
Oh.
Yeah, you dusty old fart. It squirted him in the eye.
That's good luck, that is. I don't care for your mouth. I don't care for your mouth. You keep your insults to yourself. I may be an old man. I might have lived through 7 wars, 3 of which were definitely imaginary, and I will not be spoken to by the likes of you like that. In fact, I refuse you service. He points to Lawson. Get out.
Gentlemen, sidebar. Do we just beat the old man up and take all of his things?
No.
Wait.
Let's not turn this into Last House on the Left.
The old man hears you saying that.
Oh, damn it!
Damn it! He's old. You can't hear shit.
You realise
I will. Charisma will get me through.
What he's been leaning on isn't actually a stick, but actually.
Oh!
You want to try that? You want to try that again?
I'm gonna use
Yes,
my
I do.
speed.
You are a handsome man. And
Charisma check.
Okay. Right, I got a 3. But I have got charisma as my main attribute.
Roll it
so
again.
I can re-roll it. I got a 6!
Okay.
Ha-ha!
He's... Don't worry, fellas. It's all just a bit of fun and games every now and again. I know how it is. The spirit of youth running through your veins. I tell you what, I do like boys like you with a bit of spunk. I definitely do. So, I tell you what. Why don't we start again? What's wrong with the... Have some fuel. You want to pay? You want to pay me for some fuel?
We've got money.
Aye?
Yeah, we just need you to turn on the pump.
Yeah.
Oh, why didn't you say so? I'm sorry, fellas, about that. The pump it's connected to a generator that's out in the backyard barn. It must be faulty again. My bones are a little bit full of arthritis. So do you mind if you go around there and just flick it on? And I'll tell you what, if you do that, I'll give you a cool crispy beer each. And don't tell your mother. Don't tell anyone about that. I'll tell you what, I'll do that for you.
Gents, I mean...
Throw in a hot dog as well.
You can take the order. I wouldn't even give them away. God,
Yeah.
Good! I'll have one too, old man!
Yeah, why not?
Hey.
3 dogs going.
You're
Your
still
band's
outside.
out.
Your
You
band's
just said that your bones are full of arthritis. I'm just inferring from this.
Okay, so, he's like, it's just round the side there, and if you're quick, do that, and then you can be on your way, and I can get back to my stories. And as he says that, you start noticing that there is a room at the back with some sort of flashing lights. But worryingly, because he's old and the sound is all the way up, definitely watching porn.
Oh, Nan volume.
Yeah.
Is that the sound of an elephant?
No.
Squeaking?
I haven't got to disc 2 yet, don't spoil it.
It's not Final Fantasy 7.
I should check that one out. He pulls out
3 discs.
He pulls out a small notepad and writes it down, and you can just see here, it's got the word Grot Bank, and he just wrote down Final Fantasy.
1 through 8.
Is he right? Or 7.
Okay.
So I'm going to pop my head out of the door and say, hey, yo, Steel Hedgehog. There's a generator out the side. If you just go around the corner, the old man saw. He says, "You just go flick it on, mate. Apparently, we can get ourselves going. I'll come with you if you."
And we get free beer.
We get a free beer.
Wait, yeah, okay, let's do it.
Let's go. I'll come with you just in case.
Yeah, sweet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Chris is a little bit more reticent. He just says, "I'll stay here. There's no need for me to go to a spooky barn. I'm just going to stay here. And I'll get some snacks for you guys. I'll meet you at the van. Okay."
I swear to God, Chris, if they are just nothing but healthy snacks, you're getting a pink belly.
As you look,
Hours to pink belly.
as
I see a rice cake, I will beat you to the living death.
As you look at Chris's hands, you do notice him start to put away an apple that was there.
My Vita is not a meal.
Well, it can be. I mean,
No, up, Chris.
Okay, right. So, I'll see you guys in a bit, fellas. And he walks up to the bar and starts prepaying the man for the fuel that he's going, and they engage in very uncomfortable chat.
I like Chris. I really like that he keeps paying for everything and just easily does what we say.
It's the
That's great.
thing.
It's one of those things when your dad's rich and lends you his van.
He just wants to be liked.
I've
The
stopped
shaggin'
carrying
wagon.
money.
Yeah. I just use. He is our money.
He is. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I don't even know I've got a wallet on a chain anymore. Like it's the.
For sure.
Oh, as we're going out of the the little spooky shop, I'm gonna use a speed check to try and slip a pack of chewing gum into my pocket.
Okay.
Because I'm the jock and I'm cool.
Give me a
And
speed
I'm rebelling.
check. Okay.
It's advantage, so I get to roll twice.
Yep.
I got a 5.
Okay. You easily managed to pocket the pack of Wrigley's chewing gum that you're
Nice, bro.
and straight away out into the. So as you go out into the gas station again, onto the forecourt, you can now start to see the barn that he was talking about. And while there's no like pipes or anything, you assume that they're underground. You think that you can see the outline of a generator sort of on the side of the barn. So, what would you like to do?
I'll go over to the generator and I'll give it. Would it be intelligence or investigation for me to?
Intelligence for this one here.
Intelligence, yeah, just to work out how a generator is. Okay, so I've got the advantage. So first one was a 5.
Cool.
5 was the highest.
Cool. By the way, other royalty is here. Heather Tinsley is in, who also wrote this RPG.
Hey.
Big
Hello.
love.
Hello.
So, as you look at the giant generator, you figure that the giant red handle that is there isn't fully cranked all the way over. Maybe the old man wasn't able to open the valve enough to allow the there. So, with an extra bit of strength, give me a strength check, Lawson.
Oh, I've got disadvantage on strength.
Yeah.
Might need Moose to help me with this one.
Is that me?
It's a 4.
A 4.
Ooh,
okay, that's fine.
pretty
With
strong.
a heave and a grunt, eventually it opens and you can start hearing liquid flowing from the generator down, unknown towards the towards
Oh
the
no!
Oh,
So I'm gonna
no.
run back to the pump now. Tubular.
So
All that.
you've successfully got the gas working as far as you can tell, and there's only the barn to explore should you want to go and have a look inside, or you can go back in and chat to the owner and pay up and then get on your merry way.
I'm game for having a little nosy around the barn. Never heard, did it?
I was gonna
Okay.
say, does the barn look like open or is it like shut up? Or...
So the give me an investigation check.
All right. I got disadvantage on it.
I think Lawson's got advantage.
Advantage, so...
Good, because I got a 1.
Yeah, you see absolutely nothing. You see less than nothing, like, and you realise for a short while you've had your eyes closed for about 10 seconds.
I only got a 3.
Okay, that's fine. And Beanie, did you want to do an investigation check as well?
I was filling the car, but all right.
Oh, sorry.
Okay,
did you?
so I've got disadvantage on this, so I got a 1.
Oh, okay.
We are dum-dums.
I see
Yeah,
nothing.
Yeah, you two have both got your eyes closed, just looking around at nothing. Okay, Lawson, you don't see a lock, but you do not see that it is open. You could try and force your way in, or you could take a walk around the barn in general to see if there's any other ways in.
This looks like too much effort.
Sure.
I can do it.
I don't know. The guy's like, yeah.
No.
It's like if it's not like a carefree entry, it's like I'm not adding breaking and entering into things.
But I thought you named
Trespassing.
Steel Hawk.
Yeah,
Come on, dude.
Steel Hawk is not slowed by anything.
Let's go. You scared?
Oh, I'm scared. I'm lazy.
It sounds like you're scared, mate.
Well, that's because you're an idiot.
Wait.
He's a jock and I'm a pro wrestler, so we're gonna wedge you till you do what
Absolutely.
wank
Kid
back.
We'll
twist
wedge you
is
the
below.
fucking door open, then the brain trust between.
Let's do it. Open the door.
Lawson, roll me a charisma check.
Oh. A mighty 2.
Okay, your insults hurt them a little bit on the inside, but they won't admit it.
That's enough.
You
for me.
wound me, madam.
Yeah.
That's enough.
So, what's the plan here, guys? Are you forcing the door, or are you going to just?
Yep.
Wait? Okay, so strength check. Do it for me, mate.
Okay, so I get
Advantage
I
on
got
it.
a 5.
Okay, so you adopt
Strong.
a linebacker pose. You get down onto there, go hup, 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 and charge the door at full speed. not checking to see if it was actually open in the first place, but you slam into the door and it flies open. Both of the doors smash open like that, and you fall, not like hurting yourself, but you fall onto your face as you do it, but you pound your fist into the ground, stand back up again and say,
Grr, Mondays.
You know what? Yeah, okay, it was easy to get in. Now it's just trespassing. You're breaking entering.
Just for those in the chat, I have turned the music down. Let me know if it's too quiet now, because it was apparently drowning us out a little bit. But hopefully this will be okay. We are in a bit of a lull in the music at the moment. Anyway, so inside the barn, you find all sorts of like car parts, machinery. There's a lot of hay just strewn around. It looks like it hasn't been taken care of, but it's not completely dilapidated just yet. It looks like the old man was tinkering on some scrap parts as well. So there's like, when I say that there are cars there, they're cars without engines, without wheels. There's not a full one that you could use theoretically if you wanted a second car, as it were.
Are there parts? Can I do an investigation to see if I can find like a tool?
Please do an investigation, my friend.
Okay. Oh, hang on. I've dropped my fucking dice.
Oh, do you have disadvantage on investigation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it was a 6. So the disadvantage, it's a 6 or a 4. So I got a 4 to look for tools.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
So as you have a little glance around, in between all of the farm vehicle parts and stuff that are strewn around, you do spot that there is a toolbox, and next to the toolbox is a set of road flares.
Ooh, bingo! Who's the man? It's Daz. Daz Hammer. Let's go.
Daz
what we got?
Hammer. Daz Hammer.
Yeah.
So
let's go. Okay, so we got flares and we got a toolbox. What's inside?
Okay. Would somebody please do the Legend of Zelda opening chest theme for me? It's a very old sandwich.
I'm gonna throw it at Edgehawk.
Oh, that is
Oh,
mean.
yeah.
Okay, right. So roll me a strength check.
Get in. So I get advantage on this. We have a 5 or we have a 5. So
Okay.
I get 5.
Oh.
You feel, unfortunately, Lawson, the smack of something wet and foul hit you square on the back of the neck. And unfortunately for you, before you have time to react by pushing away from it, you can definitely feel that some has gone down the back of your shirt. It stinks. What's that thing that the Swedish people eat that's like the really stinky fish?
Oh yeah.
Stromflgalt or something like that. Like it smells real bad. You've got real Stromflgalt itch.
God, he does sound like a bagwank now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Any retaliation, or are you just going to stand there in silence?
Daz, you fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Nice
Yeah,
one,
that's
Daz. High five for Daz.
Roll me a charisma check, Lawson.
That is a 4.
Okay. Now, Daz feels something, but we can't fully place it as guilt. But he does think that maybe that was a bit mean.
It's alright, Daz. Nobody cares about him.
Oh, here we go. Stefan said it's Sturströmning. Yeah, that's the name of the horrible... I always say horrible. It's a delicacy. You can't say that another culture's food is rubbish, but it does stink.
His name's Bagwank Gary, and he does stink.
Yeah, and now he smells like rotten shark.
Would you like to take the road flares, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
right.
absolutely.
So, pocketing them
And
in
the
your...
toolbox. I'm taking the toolbox.
Okay, yep, sure, you can take the toolbox.
Because I know what's going to happen. We're going to get caught in a
flares
storm,
in the
and they're going to
toolbox.
get... So I'm sticking them in the toolbox, taking the toolbox with us.
Okay.
Because nothing beats doming something in the face with a toolbox.
Okay, then. So, there doesn't seem to be anything else in the barn worth looking or searching through.
I'm gonna slap Bagwank Gary on the butt in like a team spirit kind of way, like, woo, let's go, champ, come on, back to the thing. Because I have no idea. I'm oblivious to the fact that I've upset him, but I know something's wrong, so I need to I feel like I need to include him. I'm like, oh, maybe he doesn't feel like he's part of the team. Come on, buddy, let's go.
Oh, sorry, please.
Gary's gonna take off the conspiracy of one hoodie because that thing is fucking.
Oh,
like bundle that up
to reveal a Shania Twain T-shirt.
Hold on. It's
a long sleeve T-shirt with a short sleeve T-shirt over the top.
Yes.
It says "Free Charlie M."
Oh, mate. By the way, this is the sound it made when it hit you in the back. Classic. Did anyone hear that? Did it go? Did it go off? God
I
dang
didn't
it.
hear shit.
Do it again.
Oh, yeah.
Lush.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's like
That sounded like a shot.
awful.
So
Just awful. That sandwich juice is burning.
yeah,
my neck.
it's not good. So as you leave the barn and head back to the
I'd like to push him into the barn door and tell him that he's a nerd as after this humiliation, because I feel that's what Kent Ramiro would do.
who are you doing that to?
He's shoulder checking me into a barn door.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Back-
please
back
roll
like
me a strength check on this.
Okay, cool. I got a 5.
Okay. Now, as you're taking off your shirt to reveal your amazing double shirt combo underneath, as it's coming off the top of over the top of your head, boom! Straight away, you get absolutely floored into the edge of the door. Now, unfortunately, Lawson, this was quite a painful push that he's just done there. And you will now be rolling at disadvantage on a strength check as you feel that you might have severely bruised your shoulder doing that.
Oh, I thought he was going to be winded.
Hurry up, Gary!
How does double disadvantage work? I'm already disadvantaged on strength.
That's
the third lowest.
Yeah, you'll have to roll 3 times and take the lowest. Sorry, Georgie, I'm adapting the rules to my own malevolence here. And this is what it sounded like when you were pushed into the thing.
Again.
Actually, no, this is probably more what it sounded like. Oh, wait.
You sound like a radio DJ. I love
Oh,
it.
man, I'm having the time of my life with this one here. Okay, so you have... you got triple disadvantage now. Not very nice. But as a group, you will patch things up as best you can and move back towards the forecourt. Chris is coming out and he's looking rather concerned, more so than usual. But worst crime of all, you notice he hasn't got any snacks.
Yo, Chris, where's the snacks? What's the matter? The old man trying to make a wind chime out your genitals? Like, what's going on?
No, I just, well, we got talking about the area and what's been going on. I don't think that we should be going to the cabin, lads. I mean, look at this. And he hands over a stack of papers that all read missing. And it's a picture of, you'd say, between 18 to 29-year-olds. There's a fair stack of them all here. And it's like he just was going on about the fact that people are like disappearing around here. I don't feel too comfortable about this.
This
Oh,
was
don't
your
be such a
goddamn idea.
baby.
I know it was my idea, but at the end of the day, my ideas don't usually involve missing people.
No, they
Some
just
kind of
involve
quitter.
you lavishly spending your dad's money. But get it together.
I
Yeah.
can't help it that
You're
my dad...
paying me.
I can't help it that my dad invented the amazing thing that is now known as the YouTube pre-roll ad. I can't help that.
What's a YouTube?
Do you know what? Like, we've already got someone who smells like a bad sandwich in this group. We don't need someone acting like a bad sandwich as well, Chris.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
Chris.
he starts handing you out the flyers and just say, look, this isn't exactly like months ago. This has happened. Some of these are really recent, guys. I don't feel safe doing
Kent
this.
Ooh, I'm
throws
gonna
it
stick
away, throws away the paper.
Okay, so you grab it out of his hand
Doesn't care.
and you throw it up in the air and it scatters all around the forecourt. You hear a
Make it
rapping,
rain.
a rapping on the window, and it's the old man just going. He speaks into that little like microphone that they've got on the forecourt. No littering! You pick that up right now! You pick that up right now! I tell you that much.
Come make me, old man.
He's got a gun.
Do you forget he's got a shotgun, Bean?
I don't think it's loaded.
Do
I
you want
did
to
entirely.
retake
know
retake
what?
that, or do you want to go
You know
for
what,
it?
Ken? No, Ken, I think you're onto something there. Go for it. Antagonize him further.
Okay.
Yeah, what's he gonna do?
Screw
Shoot
you,
you?
old man.
I think he questions your genitals and sexuality as well.
They're tiny and unimpressive.
Chris
Oh,
shoots you a glance that you may be wrong in misreading this, but you think, after the years you spent in his company, we haven't filled up the fucking car yet, you idiot.
Chris, we've been busy doing things like bullying, and you haven't filled up the car yet.
Missing people.
Missing
fuel.
As you
Get to work, Chris!
As you start arguing, the old man has left his position behind the counter. You have no idea where he is in the shop, but you start to feel that maybe you should hurry the hell up.
Okay, go.
Move faster,
Fuel.
Chris,
Okay,
Chris,
who's doing it?
faster.
Who's doing it? Because you're all running at the same time.
Chris!
Okay, Chris, in a panic, and I need to check what his character's disadvantage is.
Life.
Yeah, true that. The responsible one has a disadvantage in strength and speed. So, as quickly as he possibly can, using his disadvantage, he gets a 2 and a 1. So, Chris panics, looks around, missing people, and trips straight onto the ground, slamming straight down in front of him.
Fine, I'll do it.
Okay, so Mikey is pushing
Daz,
forward.
can you do this, please?
And is running towards the gas pump.
5s.
So you pick up the gas pump, you push it in, you pull the trigger, and it's starting to fill up.
Yeah.
But then, out of nowhere, beep boop. I warned you.
I throw my hoodie at him.
Okay, right. Roll me.
Sandwich
What would we call this? Is this going to be a strength check? Is this it's a dexterity check?
Speed.
There's no speed check. It's a speed check. Go.
That's single disadvantage rather than double disadvantage.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Oh, first one's a 5.
Ooh.
Second one's a 1.
Okay. As you get the hoodie to throw it, it wraps back around your face, and the wet part goes smash into your mouth and dribbles down inside your gullet. You feel now. You feel a sickness rising within your stomach, and gentlemen, you're all gonna need to roll right now. You fear your heart leaps out of your chest as everything goes in slow motion. The old man, in a fit of blind rage, ignoring the fact that he is within a gas station and highly flammable tanks, has fired a shot from his shotgun. Now, gentlemen, everyone roll me a speed check. But I will say there is no disadvantage on this one because of the fact that this is adrenaline fight or flight. What did you roll, Bede? What did you roll? I can't see from there. What was it?
A double 6.
Oh!
I'm all good, baby.
Okay. Mikey? Oh, he's got a 6 as well. Mikey? Oh no. What are we going for? Where is it?
A 6! That was a 6!
So you're telling me that everyone rolled 4 6s here? Like, I'm not calling it shenanigans, but
We're not getting shot today, boys.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but
Mikey,
I'm
your
pleased.
microphone's changed.
Oh, piss.
It's gone to like a different microphone. Okay, right. So as you're doing that, you can still hear me, right?
Is that better?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. Sorry.
So the thanks to the fact that again his bones are quite blessed with arthritis, he has fired wildly inaccurately down into the empty part of the forecourt, and the blast has hit him square in the chest and pushed him all the way back. Now you think that he might be down for the count, but the sheer adrenaline that is running through his veins is seeing that he's getting standing back up again. Chris has pushed past you boys and he's gotten into the car. He has got the keys in the ignition. The car has fires to life now. Mikey is still technically filling up, but you boys need to get inside this van as quickly as possible.
God.
We speeded it.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. We
What
just
about-
angered the dragon.
What if I push the old man over?
He's already
he's
over.
literally starting to aim back up
he's
again.
going
He's
for
on
round
his
two.
side and he's max painting it from the floor at the moment.
Okay, I got a 4.
Okay, that's fine.
8. Got a 4.
Yep, cool,
Speed
right.
check.
Just don't roll a 1.
I got a 1.
Oh. What did you get? Did you get a
two.
double 1? A 2. Okay, right. So
I rolled
Lawson,
a 6 and a 1.
Lawson, you managed to get in just as the car starts pulling away. Chris wasn't leaving you guys, but he was just very keen to get going. So you jump onto the side, you pull the door open, and you dive inside. Mikey, what did you roll?
I got a 4.
Okay, you easily managed to make it in. You are next to in the passenger seat in the front now. Perfectly fine. You even got time to put your seatbelt on, considering how well you rolled compared to other people. Beanie, this is a problem. As the car starts to peel away from the forecourt and turn towards the cabin, you are left sprinting after the car. You are running after the car for some good old while. So roll me another speed check.
Okay.
Oh, come on, Bean, please.
I got double 6 this time, though.
Yes.
Amazing. So you hear another crack from the shotgun as more pellets feel like they whiz just behind you, but you manage to catch up to the car, grab onto the side, and you jump onto the back of the spoiler, and you're like raising your hand in the air like, screw you, old man!
Do we open the back door and let him in?
If you want
Damn
to.
right you do. I'm Kent Ramiro, damn it.
Oh, yay. Kent's alive.
Oh, shut up, Bagwank Gary.
Shut the hell up, Kent.
The only thing that Chris says in all of this is, oh, God, I hope there's no scratches on the car.
Oh, shut up, Chris.
It's at that point, give me a persuasion check, Lawson. Not persuasion, what's the word I'm looking for? Where you perception check.
A perception check, okay.
So be investigation.
it's
Oh, okay. So you notice.
investigation.
Yeah, it's the same thing. So
Right.
You notice that after Chris says that, because you're on the side of the car where the fuel pump was, that in the panic to drive away, it has ripped apart the fuel tank holster that's there and left a huge scratch all the way down the side where the nozzle just dragged quickly against it. But Chris hasn't noticed.
Looks lovely.
I didn't take the pump out. Is it dragging behind the car?
It got whipped out onto the forecourt. Yeah. So
It's fine.
Georgie's calling you out, by the way, Beanie. Beanie got microwave dice for real. It makes up for his Horus Heresy rolling. I'll tell you that much.
Mm.
Oh, God.
I've never seen so many ones. Never seen so many.
It was so bad.
Oh, so we are leaving the forecourt now and heading towards the cabin in the woods. The drive is pretty uneventful. Somebody else pick a song that's going on. It's silent. They choose to reflect on the moment rather than listen to anything. Chris thinks about putting the Archers on, but feels that he would rather wait until he's at the cabin to listen to it with a relaxing bath and a cup of chamomile tea. So, after maybe about an hour and a half of driving, you manage to reach the cabin. Chris has kind of alluded that there may be a problem leaving, seeing as we have no idea how much fuel we put into the car, nor, because of the fuel gauge, how much is actually in the tank. But spirits are still high because you survived an encounter with death and you managed to get some juicy flares out of it.
And a hot dog.
And a hot, yeah, you can have a hot dog as well. So, as you arrive at the cabin, you realize something very quickly. This cabin was not what was promised or advertised on the website. This is an absolute shithole. As soon as you step foot up onto the porch, your foot goes through one of the floorboards that is completely rotten. As you open the main door to go inside, the smell of it just smells like your nan. It's just that musty smell.
My nan had
I hope
a
it doesn't-
distinct and nice aroma, thank you.
It smells like a mothball, or, you know, that's horrible, like where somebody's tried to cover up the smell of damp, but it's just not working in the slightest. But
Like using Febreze on cigarettes.
exactly like that. But there is some good news. As you arrive, the fridge is fully stocked with food. There are some board games that have been left around there. Hey, there's even a copy of Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition there, which is quite nice. There's also a fireplace with enough dry wood to last you. And even though the beds aren't anything special, they're like military cots, and they will definitely serve for a weekend of partying and boozing. So, gentlemen, it's a bit of downtime now. So what would you like to do to pass the time and celebrate the fact that you survived this horrible encounter?
Let's get a fire going.
Cool. Right. Okay. So, Beanie, are you in charge of the fire?
I am.
Perfect stuff.
Fireman.
Mikey, what would you like to do?
I'm going to take Chris down to the basement.
What?
Starting to go
To
on.
do what?
Well, okay, right. We'll deal with
Like,
that.
come on,
No,
Chris,
no, no,
me
no.
and you are going to go investigate the basement. Let's go.
Chris is like, I don't remember reading about a basement on the Airbnb, but he moves away with you. We'll come back to that.
Well,
in
I'm
a
going
minute.
to go try and find it. Every cabin like this has a basement. Come on. You know
And-
the rules.
And
true.
Lawson, what would you like
I'm
to do?
looking in the back of wardrobes. I'm looking under rugs.
I'm gonna start mixing some drinks.
Awesome. Okay, so we'll start with Lawson first and we'll come back around. So, Lawson, you go over to the bar. There is a surprisingly large amount of liquor on show at the moment. There's not that many sort of like beers, but there are a few. Some of them are very, very dusty, but you can make pretty much any cocktail within reason and knowledge.
Okay, 4 haggard Spanishes.
Yes.
So, cracking open a bottle of, is it El Dorado?
Bottle of El Dorado. And some
Um,
bar cola.
Okay, bar cola, mixing it all together and topping up with...
You know what? It's a party. It's a party weekend. We'll put a splash of tequila in there as well.
I thought you
Awesome
were going to
stuff.
say like creme de menthe or something. Like that.
Put a splash of Bailey's.
Oh,
Just
the,
let
min-
it pond scum on the top.
Clotted
the
cream.
minty mudslide. So you're mixing drinks and you're doing a very good job of it, by the way.
Damn right I
It's almost like you've done this before many, many times.
Oh yeah.
Beanie is making a fire, and your knowledge of being popular translates very well over into making a fire. So what you're going to do now is roll me a... What check could we do here?
Fire check.
You know what? We're going to make a brand new check. Just roll me a fire check.
Okay, cool. I got a 5.
Okay, the fire is easily built. You've perfected this art from many, many months camping and obviously being incredibly popular. You've been invited to many social events down at the beach, which means that you've become very accustomed to lighting fires.
That's what I do.
Exactly, and it goes up completely fine. The room fills with light and a bit of warmth as well. Now, roll me a perception check, Beanie.
Okay.
As I see him make the
A
fire.
1.
Sorry, what were you going to say, Lawson?
As I see him make the fire, I come over with the haggard Spanish and things, and I'm like, "That's a pretty good fire. Yeah, too bad it won't stop your parents from signing birthday cards with kind regards."
Roll me a charisma check. We'll come back to Beanie's 1 in a minute as well.
If you would.
That's a 3.
Okay, your words actually do land with some impact, and you feel a bit of a deepening of your heart, weighed heavy with the truth that maybe your parents don't actually love you as much as you think you do.
But I'm Kent Ramiro.
It's
Kent Ramiro!
Kent Ramiro.
okay.
That used to mean something, damn it!
Now, this I'm not saying that this has shaken your ability to your perception, but it has altered your reality a little bit, enough so that you don't actually notice anything new in the room whatsoever.
I'm too busy crying.
Yeah, you're just a bit like, oh, but at least you take the drink, and I think that I put it behind you. Let's all try and make the best of it. Clinking of the glasses might be in order.
Yeah, exactly. That's for the shoulder check, buddy.
Yeah, fair one.
Kent Ramiro's got your number.
And it's 1. Okay, so back to Mikey and Chris, who are moving around the house. We find a bathroom, which again is a bit musty, but in working condition. And we do find some stairs that seem to be leading
downstairs.
They do seem to be leading downstairs at the very back of the cabin.
See? What did I tell you, Chris?
Oh,
Always a basement.
okay, well, yeah, fair enough. That's
See, what I'm trying to teach you, look, I'm actually trying to help you here, buddy. So, by actually exposing you to other things that are scary, right? You might not be scared of your dad. So look, the dark, we don't know what's down there, but think about it. Nothing can see you down there. Your dad can't see you down there.
I'm sorry to interrupt you here, but we've played this game before. Do you not remember my 8th birthday party where you said go down there and get some jelly, which you convinced me grew in plants downstairs in your house, and you locked me down in the cellar for 3 days? I was very annoyed because it was my birthday and nobody noticed.
Wait, jelly doesn't grow on plants?
Well, I know that now, but as an 8-year-old, I was pretty stupid.
Huh. You learn something new every day.
Yeah, that jelly doesn't grow downstairs.
Well, it might here, though.
I thought it.
How do you
Give me
know?
a persuasion check.
Go check.
Okay. 3. Oh wait. Oh yeah, 3. Fine.
Okay.
Just
Nah,
Fine.
I'm not falling for that one again. I tell you what, if you want to prove it, you'll come down there with me.
look. I'll tell you exactly how I got over my fear of dogs. I had a fight with a cat. Perfect.
I don't know where you get this from. That I'm afraid of my dad.
You were always talking about the car. And like, oh, it's my dad's.
Yeah, but
I
that's just
assumed
'cause-
you were scared of him.
That's just because it's a thing that's worth a lot of money.
Oh, I just thought dad was a loan shark.
This is the problem. If we've been friends for nearly 12 years, and you've never once asked me about any of this.
Well, that's rude to ask about people's parents. I think. Is that right? Somebody told me that once.
Yeah, to be fair, no, you are actually right, mate. My parents aren't very nice. Anyway, right, let's move on swiftly. Are we going down the stairs?
You are. Push.
Yeah!
Give me a strength check.
Take it, Chris.
give me a strength check.
5.
Okay,
Ah.
with relative ease, Chris, he looks at you, almost just has enough time, like Hans Gruber at the end of Die Hard, to realise what's happened as it is falling away, and he's just like, "Oh, not again!" and falls down the stairs. I'm gonna roll some. Oh, that's not good.
But because I'm not very good, I'm going to look down and notice you obviously tumble down and go, and go down. I come get you.
At the bottom of the stairs, you find Chris.
A crippled boy.
Or you find Chris and his new wonky elbow. Does it point this way? Does it point that way? Chris is in absolute agony at this point, but he's also in a state of shock. You think that he hit his head on the way down as well. He is in a bad way right now.
Okay, I'm going to strength check to pick him up, and I'm going to carry him back upstairs. I'm like, right, let's get you lie down. Let's get
sleep off that concussion, mate.
Yeah, we'll get you lying down, and Kent can help. No.
Okay, we'll give you a strength check.
Wank, Gary, gang. Okay, come on. Okay. 6.
Now roll me a perception check as well.
A 1.
God, for fuck's sake. You notice none of the basement around you because you are so focused on Chris's predicament that you pick him up with relative ease and you go back up the stairs. Now, the boys in the front room, they are having a frosty toast, as it were, and they notice that Dan has walked through carrying Chris, and at first, you think that Chris is giving you a sly thumbs up until you realise that his arm should not be facing the way that it is and that it's been locked into a kind of paralysed position of a thumbs up.
Chris fell pretty bad.
He's catatonic at this point, so you have no idea if he can respond or whatever.
I can fix it. I'll try and put his elbow back into place.
That's the reason you're popular, Kent.
I'm always there ready to solve the problem.
Okay. Just as you're going up to check his arm, Lawson, do you want to do anything about this situation?
Oh, can I use my intelligence to see if I know any amount of first aid or how to?
You can indeed, my friend. You can indeed.
You learned it from cadets.
Okay. Anarchist cookbook and militia survival guides. Okay, I got a 5.
Perfect. So you suddenly remember, as you were mixing your haggard Spanishes, plural, that when you were looking past the ouzo and the vodkas and stuff like that, you spotted a medical emergency case at the back there. That suddenly is in your mind, but you do know as well how to reset somebody's elbow after watching a ridiculously violent action film. You just know. You researched it. You got very into this film, and you researched all the stunt stuff that happened with it. So you've got a good understanding of the human physiology.
Commando.
Okay.
Plus, you watched it on an episode of Naruto.
Yeah, I'm going to keep that knowledge to myself and let Kent do what Kent does best first.
Oh, amazing. Okay, so roll me a strength check.
Yes!
I'm just I
got a 2! That's a ganky elbow.
Do you have an advantage or disadvantage?
I have neither.
Okay, cool. Right. So as you storm forward to try and fix, with big air quotation marks, his elbow, Chris rolled a 5. Chris suddenly springs to life and hits you so hard in the chops that it absolutely rattles your eyes. You are crying like a little baby, a little boohoo baby right now. And you just and Chris just says do not fucking dare. And with all of his strength turning away and biting his lip, he rolled a 6. He manages to without speaking,
Chris, that was badass.
he reaches over,
Yeah, that's
grabs
fucking metal.
grabs the haggard Spanish out of both of your hands with such intensity that you really fear to disagree with him, and downs one after the other, smashes both glasses on the floor and says, "Let's party!"
Yeah! Andrew WK!
With that said, we flash forward 2 seconds like a hard cut, and It's Time to Party Hard is now playing on the iPod linked up to the Bluetooth speaker.
Sing it
It's
then.
time to party, let's party. I'm in so much fucking pain. Like, you're screaming, having a great old time.
You don't know the words to Party Hard, do you?
It's time to party.
No,
Let's
no,
party.
party.
And then I have no idea what was after that one. So
Time to party hard, party hard.
please sing it though, because you've volunteered yourself to sing the whole thing now.
Oh God, no! That's as far as I go.
There you go, Beanie. It's done,
No,
mate.
Mikey,
Fine.
Mikey, you're the one that wanted to. After
I
you
wanted
all
the full
clear,
rendition, Jules.
I don't know it though, but I'm not ashamed to say it. But you seem to pretend that you do. So please, why don't you start from the top? I'll count you in. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, you can't do it. Oh, come on, mate. Come on. You said it was easy.
I didn't say it was easy. I
Well,
just
you
said
seem
you
to
didn't know it.
seems to suggest that you.
Okay, I know the
It's
words.
also the fact that the two of you are talking about completely different party-related Andrew WK
Oh, is
songs.
it? I've no
Yeah.
idea. I've
Yeah.
no idea.
Mikey's talking about Party Hard. You're talking about It's Time to Party.
Oh well, it's
Both
both.
are from the same album. Granted, there are 3 songs on that album that have the word party in it.
Okay, but here's my rendition. Are you ready?
Go for it.
Somebody once told me the world is
Son
gonna
of a
No,
bitch.
burn me.
they'll claim us. They'll claim us. They'll claim us. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
It's too good.
It's too
Okay.
it's too pitch perfect.
By Assmouth. That
Oh.
song.
See, Georgie is saying that Chris, they are leading you astray.
We're not. We're making sure he lives.
We're making him cool.
We hope that everyone is enjoying this. By the way, let us know what you're thinking about it in the things. You got any advice for Chris on his foray into party hardiness? So the music.
Don't do what Johnny Don't does. That's my advice for Chris.
The music is blaring. The drinks are ever flowing. It seems like everyone is having a great time. You've even had a weird moment where, in a sort of like drunken haze, you have started playing a game of Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, in which you're playing a group of teenagers going to a cabin in the middle of the woods when a monster attacks them, and it starts feeling very, very meta. So would everyone just please roll me a dice?
Oh no,
Of
I've
course.
gone cross-eyed.
A 2.
Okay.
5.
5.
3.
Okay, so Lawson and Beanie, you start to feel that this meta thing is actually starting to make you're questioning your own reality a little bit here. So unfortunately, you will both be rolling at disadvantage on whatever skill check I do next. It's getting a bit too weird for you. Mikey, on the other hand, is loving this. He's living his best life. So Mikey will roll an advantage on whatever his next skill check is.
Yeah.
Ruh-roh.
But all of a sudden, even though the partying is very hard, there's a knock at the door. The music's still playing.
And it's not a party hard, party hard.
Chris,
There's
it's your
another
dad's
knock.
second family.
Oh, not my dad. No. Oh, God.
No.
How
Don't
do
worry,
you
it's not
find
your
me?
dad. It's his second family.
Okay, guys. Somebody, are we going to answer that?
You are,
Look through the peephole. Go.
Okay. The peephole in this question is literally just a gap in the door.
And the boards.
As he moves forward, Chris, with a speed check, which he rolled a 5 for,
Nice.
manages to make it to the door and peer through with his little peeper there. Guys, it's pitch black. I have no fucking clue what's out there. I've no
And then open the door.
It hits so hard that it hits him in the side. Reaching up to the latch, gingerly, feverishly, Chris opens the door and steps back. In the doorway is a tall figure casting a big shadow depending on where the light is. It just looks very intimidating. What do you do?
Very keen.
Well, I'm still downstairs, aren't I? So I'm just going to cower.
What, did you run downstairs? Sorry, I missed that bit.
Oh, I didn't come upstairs to check the door with you guys. No way. I sent Chris.
No,
Stairs.
Downstairs.
I'm confused.
What?
We were
So
all in
I
the
thought we
I assumed
he-
this was
you know-
a one-floor cabin with a basement.
Yeah, and we've
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought we were all partying in the basement.
I mean, we can change the location,
I mean-
whatever. Like, if you want to, I don't mind. I thought that we were.
No,
he brought,
just
he
that's
brought the
where I
body.
thought
He
we-
brought Chris upstairs to fix the
Of course
elbow.
we did, because he the
I'm
unavoidable accident.
The
Couldn't
figure.
happen to anyone.
The figure steps forward. Evening, gentlemen. Now, what brings you here? You realise that it's your friendly park ranger.
Park.
Yeah, Ranger Park. Ranger Park's here. Ranger Park.
Ranger Park, Park Ranger.
Our
Hello,
park.
Ranger Pack.
Hello,
Our park.
boys. What are we doing here, then? His flashlight whips out like he's done it a million times. It's like he thinks that he's a gunslinger from the Wild West. He starts shining the flashlight here. Having a party here, are we there, boys? Having a party, is it?
Looks like you just
Yes.
answered your own question.
Yeah.
Oh, a smart one here. Smart
Keep
one
an eye on him,
indeed.
boys. I've
Now,
seen
yes.
people like this before.
Now, excuse me for using such verbiage, but you guys don't seem like you're local. We escaping the rat race? Having a good old time away in the country?
Trying to, but you're really, really harsh.
Yeah,
on the
you're
buzz,
not
mate.
helping it.
Oh, don't mind
Trashing
me.
our buzz.
Yeah,
Don't
we
mind
get
me.
it. There's rules of nature. What have we done? Have we done anything wrong?
He
You got a
becomes
warrant?
he becomes deadly serious at this point.
Serpico?
You are damn straight that there is rules of nature. Rule number 1, do not start forest fires. Rule number 2, do not litter. Rule number 3, if you're going to take a shit in a bag, please put it in the bin because I get it all over my hands. Right.
Why would you put your hand in the bag?
Yeah, that's
why
on
did you bring
you,
a
man.
He
shitting
flashes.
bag?
He blinds you with the flashlight, Lawson, for that.
Oh,
So
motherfucker!
don't question me. I'm just here to make sure that everything's okay. We've had a lot of people in this area go missing. I should probably explain at this point, by the way, friends, that that I do have a bit of a nervous tick, so please don't make fun of it.
What's the tick?
He looks at you like he starts laughing again. Oh, don't worry about it. Okay, fine. So, just wanted to make sure that you're safe. Just wanted to make
Hang
sure
on a
that everyone's
minute.
fine.
Did you? You know, you're saying a lot of people have gone missing. Did you interact with these people?
How many
Did
of
you
these
meet
people
them?
Did you meet?
I have an investigation open with every case that's here. I mean,
You're a
this is my
part-
jurisdiction.
You're a park ranger. Did you meet these people? Do you randomly just turn up to people's holidays and just say hello, creepy laugh? Look at me, I'm the park ranger. Shine lights in people's faces. I don't come to your job and come in and smash things
Sir,
around.
please calm down. He puts the flashlight away, and you see him moving towards the hip of his holster. A gun is on there. Sir,
Why is everyone packing heat?
Everyone
see-
and their mums is packing around here.
it seems to be like you're getting very
Everyone?
aggressive and questioning a local law enforcement officer about a crime, which is something that a really weird person would do. Do I need to arrest you guys? How much have you had to drink?
An
Come on,
enforcement
Smokey the Bear.
officer in your official capacity as just some cunt. Like, just what? An official law
I'm going to give him a
enforcement officer?
wedgie. I'm giving Ranger Park a wedgie.
This is meant.
Great.
Okay.
5 or 5.
Okay. Versus.
Poor old ranger.
Oh, he's got a 5 as well, so he
Oh.
beats it on the defense on this one.
He's got some strong elastic.
So,
You know, it's Krav Maga.
as you walk towards him, you realize, quick as lightning, he switches around there and gets up behind you, pushes you against the side of the wall, and starts like pressing firmly against the small of your back so that you're pressed up against the wall there. Now, boys, I'm just going to write this down as boys being boys and having a bit of a laugh and blowing off some steam, but I would recommend that you probably never try and accuse a person who is trying to help solve missing persons cases of being involved in them in a negative capacity.
Just
I'm
the common
here-
denominator.
I'm here,
Say what
and
I
as-
see. Say what
and
I
as-
see.
He's just saying what he sees.
As he presses up against you, there he put. You know when you push like up on the elbow and it like that hurts a little bit. He just goes like he just puts a little bit of tension on that one and just says, "Oh, remember, I'm here to keep you safe."
Now remember, if anyone else was to look at this, you would be a grown-ass man manhandling a young lad. And we've got 3 witnesses here, so
full disclosure, I can't see shit.
Chris's dad's pretty rich.
I'm just saying that in these times with the heightened threat of missing persons, suspicious characters like you, I could easily say that I'm arresting you for to take you down to the station to have a little chat about these people. But
you'll write me down in a book and complain to your wife when you get home. You'll do baloney.
My wife's dead, so thank you very much for reminding me of the pain that. And as he lets go,
that's why she didn't wriggle around last night.
You're in the basement, so he doesn't hear that, luckily.
You're in the this entire time, Kent has just been partying on his own in the basement.
I'm appealing to the chat here. I've had to change the character of Ranger Park from fun-loving guy to kind of aggressive when they attack him, like for no reason. They can't just attack everyone. The murder hobo train has left the station again.
He broke into our house.
He did. Yeah. He knocked on the door and you let him in. Chris let him in.
God damn it, Chris!
You told him to let them in.
Chris!
Oh my God!
Show some backbone.
I know.
You let him in.
Hello, Morty.
I now understand, Lawson.
Chris, give your fucking balls a tug.
Okay, so the tension in the room, is starting to like dissipate a little bit as the smile appears on his face, and he's like, "Listen, I feel like we got off onto the wrong foot there. I feel like you guys just want to blow off some steam, and as you can tell here, because of my dead wife, I'm actually a little bit pent up in the other thing. So I tell you what, I'll bid you guys adieu. Please take care of yourself. And remember, there are missing people around here. Just be safe. The ranger station is," and he like points out of the door, "if you head directly north that way, you'll come across a massive tower. Myself and the other rangers that are stationed there as well, and a small police unit that are investigating the area will be there. Please do not hesitate to come and report anything if you see anything different."
Just shut the park if it's dangerous.
I can't see shit. You blinded me.
It's not. We have no idea if these things are connected, and the scope of these missing people is broad enough to counter into 2 other territories. We have no idea what to close, even if we could close something.
Are there bears here?
Oh, yeah, dude.
They could have been that easily. Bears, gators, wolves.
Yeah, bears are crazy.
Man with a machete, I don't know. But what kind of thing goes on
it's the last one that we're kind of thinking is more of the issue. Man with a machete. The bears we can deal with, and these are usually...
Do the bears have machetes?
The bears have, unfortunately, because of a radioactive spill at the top of the lake. They're smart bears.
Like Yogi Bear.
Would you say they were smarter than the average bear?
Exactly.
Oh my God, yes.
Do they like picnic baskets?
Oh my God, yes.
Is there 2 of them?
One shorter than the other.
As he starts thinking, like he's starting to piece together a puzzle, like Charlie Day in Always Sunny with all of the Pepe Sylvia thing.
Wall of madness.
He's starting to go like, I need to get back to the ranger station. Gentlemen, I've got some thinking to do. And he leaves without saying another word. You feel like maybe had things gone a little bit different, you might have been able to get some equipment or something out of him, but the moment has passed now, and it is gone. Footsteps down the path, and he disappears into the night.
I love that we all have perfect hindsight. Supernatural hindsight.
Because
if that situation had gone different, we might have had a taser.
Hey man, I'm the moment on all of those Life is Strange things, which tells you how many people chose the other option when you've made the one that you're like, bollocks. Okay.
Do you know what? All I'm going to say is we've had a man break into our apartment. Well, I say forcefully
open the door, stepped in.
We have been shot at by a convenience store clerk thanks to my sassy mouth.
Yeah, I'm just saying that if there was a little bit of hindsight here, and I'm not ever going to tell people how to play this, but yes, you guys are quite antagonistic.
That's how I roll, baby.
And you've also injured Lawson, and also injured Chris.
And Chris, yes.
So
we just like to have a good time.
Yeah, we just like to party.
Yeah. And with that, the classic old school iPod wheel is turned and the music goes back up again.
Yes.
Now, a few more hours pass. It seems like the tensions and worries of the night are dissipating as things approach the sort of like the twilight hours. We're sort of feeling that it's around about like half midnight, 1 a.m. in the morning. But just as you guys are sort of like thinking that maybe now's the time to wind down, you're getting a little bit tired now. The drinks have been very heavy and very hard, so you're getting quite inebriated. You start hearing something outside in the distance. Over the playlist has ended, the battery's starting to run out, so Chris has gone to put it on charge, and all you can hear is silence outside, some little tweeting, some twooting, somebody on their phone tweeting, and then there is just a blood-curdling scream. I'm going to try and find a sound effect to see if I can... no, I've just... I've got a fight one.
Your own sound effect by just like sitting down on yourself.
Yes, indeed. Catching under.
There is...
Sitting on your plums.
There is a... hold on, actually. I've got a...
Squelch of horror.
Hold on. You start hearing some very unnatural sounds, as well as the struggling from outside. You're not sure exactly where it's coming from, but there is a conflict going on.
Guys, what should we do? I'm very drunk.
Chris pulls up his blanket and just goes, "Stay inside and hope for it all to go away."
Chris, we all know what's going on out there. That's the adoption agency. Your dad's finally called it in. You're going to the orphanage.
Chris.
The blood-curdling scream does seem to reflect a kind of audience laugh track at that point.
That was convenient.
But there is still lots of screaming. There's scuffling going on.
All right, so I look around the room and I find a empty tequila bottle, which I pick up, and I'm holding the bottle. So I'm going to go upstairs to have a look, because I'm Kent Ramiro and I'm too hard for this nonsense.
The mythical upstairs again, are you? You've just been down
no,
the
sorry.
No, it's fine. So Beanie grabs the tequila bottle and starts imaginarily walking up the stairs. He is that drunk. Reaches where he believes they're top.
He's just like clambering up the kitchen cabinets.
He finds where he believes the top floor to be, which is right next to you guys, and is there brandishing a bottle. You will get advantage on a strength check.
Excellent.
Okay,
right,
so
chaps, let's go check what this is. We can't cower like the coward Chris says we should.
Let's tool up and go out and get it.
Okay. So
hence the bottle.
Roll me persuasion. Roll me investigation checks, please.
Oh wait, do I get? Because you said I got the advantage on the next check.
Yep, you can have advantage on this investigation check
because it's disadvantaged, or does it just
one
negate
dice?
it?
Yeah.
5, yay!
Okay, so as you got 1 again, did you? Classic. You found the bottle you're already holding. So, and Lawson, what do you get?
Okay, so I've got disadvantage on this one.
Yes, unfortunately.
Investigation, and then I've got advantage on it. So
just one dice, yeah.
Oh, it's a 6.
Ooh, okay, so as you think to yourself, if I was a weeb, where would I put my weapons? So instinctively, Lawson walks towards the bedroom and with kind of like this ethereal divining rod style thing, reaches underneath behind the back of one of the headboards that's there on the soul bed that still remains and pulls out a crisp baseball bat.
Ooh.
Nice.
Twing!
Mikey goes straight for the cutlery drawer and fishes through and finds a chef knife.
Get in.
Okay, so you all have weapons at...
Oh, I'm going to pull out a flare as well so we can see.
They're just in your cargo short pockets. You've got enough space in there.
How many have I got?
3.
Okay, this is the first. How long do they last for? Does it see? Can I read it on?
It's usually about like an hour, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take one out.
Okay, so you've got one of those to light the way, which is fantastic because otherwise you wouldn't have any form of light. And Chris, instead of grabbing anything useful, he rolled pretty badly and has just got the blanket that was on his bed. So
Throw it over their head if we need to.
yeah,
Nice one, Chris.
he's literally just like hiding like that underneath it, and just goes like, "Okay, let's go."
Stellar effort, Chris.
Yeah,
Okay.
man, he's
real
terrified,
top-shelf
but
work.
he's joining us. I'm proud of him.
Okay, so are you all heading outside now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so you leave the cabin and head towards where you believe the sounds are coming from. Would everyone please roll me a perception check, or in this case, an investigation? It would be.
Ooh, I've got that as a negative, so let's see.
Yeah, same.
I got a 4 as
Ooh.
my lowest. That's really good.
3.
Okay, so
1.
it's okay. So Mikey, you see absolutely nothing, but you have, I'm assuming, lit the flare, so everyone else can see a little bit. Now the screaming has oddly stopped. You're probably about, I'd say, 200 foot away from the cabin, and it's just absolutely dead silent. But Lawson, Beanie, you start seeing movement in different areas of the woods around you. There's thick tree line all the way surrounding this one sort of beaten path that's heading off towards where you believe the ranger station to be. You start seeing shapes moving, fleeting images, just shadows bouncing across the trees, and all to the sound of the raspy burn of that flare that is being held above Mikey's head. The entire wood around you is coated in a thick red hue, and it looks like, for the moment, you are in hell itself.
Ooh.
Did anyone else notice the murky figures running around in the
As you
in the
turn,
woods?
as you, sorry.
Yeah, I see some shit out there.
Okay.
Might be the predator.
Hey!
I think I just sweated my pants.
Piss my
I think
pants,
you
will you? That's what Lawson
Shit
says.
myself, have you?
So the whatchamacallit, the as you all look around, Chris is just wide-eyed, completely taking everything in and not loving any of this. But the one thing that Mikey feels on his back is Chris pushing him forward, like, we just need to go. The ranger station, we should go there, right? Should we go back inside? What should we do? As you're talking, there's more sort of shapes circling around, but eerily no sound is coming from either side.
Do you think we should just play Andrew WK to add some music to the sounds? Do you think that would help the situation?
You feel that you've got about a minute to decide what you want to do before something bad happens.
Why don't we throw the flare and run back to the house?
Okay. Is that what you want to do?
That's my guess. I'll happily throw a flare at it. We might be able to hit one or burn something.
Okay.
Yeah!
Okay, so
I like it. I like this balls to the wall approach.
Yeah, I think the Ranger Park says something about start forest fires, so I'm down.
Yeah. That's what they say is the best bit about being in the forest is fire.
Yeah.
So Dan, please roll me roll me a strength check. No. Roll me a perception check first. Not perception, investigation. Sorry, I keep getting that wrong.
So investigation, I got a 4.
Okay, you've found where you believe a target to be. It's hopping between a couple of trees. Now, please roll me what would you say, a speed or a strength? What makes the most sense here?
Either way, I'm advantage on both.
Oh, okay, there you go. So roll and then...
Oh, I got a 6 or a 5.
Okay, so you hoof this flare. It goes spiraling, whipping into the tree line. And as it does so and crosses the border into the thickest area of the trees, you hear an ungodly noise. It sounds like a cow being slaughtered. It sounds like somebody heaving up their guts, but doing so with a mouthful of blood. It is a wet, blood-curdling scream that actually reverberates around you and rattles the ground that you're on. You have hit something, but you have no idea what it is. And you are now in the dark.
I think whatever I hit is
We've got 2 more flares.
Do we put the boots to it quickly?
Medium style.
Yeah, like just Give it.
Are
the
you going to
bonus
advance
rush.
it? You're advancing towards it.
I'll pull
Yeah.
the flare out.
Bat.
Okay.
I'm going in with the bat.
Okay.
Chasing after the flare.
As you start advancing towards where you think it is, there is still like some light being cast, and this horrific shadow seems to be being projected on the trees around you. It's gangly, it's elongated, it's got like weird sort of antlers at the top or some sort of bone protrusion that just keeps on sort of flitting in and out as it moves around the flare in pain. But as you light the extra flare, the flare in that bit goes out. The beast or whatever his thing is there has stomped down on it, killing the light. And as Mikey pulls out and rips open the top of the flare and shoots out a plume of light, a horrifying visage of a creature is directly in front of you. We are talking a foot away. Its jaw is massively like a massive mandible. It opens like that. Teeth are missing and swollen features of its face. A giant set of antlers that have blood and gore sort of all mixed in with them stares directly at you.
Hey, Chris,
Black-
it's your mum!
It's got like black eyes and it just stares deep into your soul, Mikey.
I am going to stick this flare in its face.
Okay.
Just like,
My door just moved. People are telling me that the there's actually a ghost in this thing as well. I think it was my cats trying to slam on the door, by the way.
so
Okay.
I don't know what it would be.
So
Speed?
it would be speed.
Oh, 1. I got a 1,
Yep.
so the advantage has got to come off here.
Yep.
A 5.
Okay. You thrust forward with the flare, and it goes straight up in between the sort of jaws of whatever this creature is. But this only serves to anger it even further, because you realize at this point it was actually hunched over, and as it stands to its full erect size, it is between 7 to 8 foot tall, supremely gangly. The light is now emanating from its mouth. It's taking damage and being burned, you feel, but my God, is it angry? And with a horrific sound that seems to spit around the flare, it makes a huge swipe attack at all three of you because you're kind of all grouped together. So he's going to make a strength attack against Beanie first. Okay, then Mikey second, and then Lawson third. Okay, it absolutely clatters Lawson as it comes across, knocking him sideways to the floor, but catches Bean as well with a claw and scrapes the side of your face down on there.
My beautiful face!
You have now got a quite deep laceration on the jawline, and as it goes, basically it's gone through 2 people. By the time it gets to Mikey, it just basically, like, not punches him, but just hits him and then moves away. It's rearing up on its back leg now, and it is staring down, still screaming in both agony and aggression. What do?
Right. I'm going to chuck the bottle at its face.
Okay.
Because my face hurts.
Okay, please roll me a speed check.
Okay, good. I've got a negative on speed check, so...
Oh, good.
Hey, a 4!
Okay.
Hey.
You throw the bottle, it hits it square in the chest, shattering around, but the beast has no effect on it whatsoever. Again, it just seems to have taken a step back, but it moves forward again with aggressive intent.
Run.
Anyway, yep.
So
What about... Ooh, carry on.
I was going to say, so am I like completely knocked on my ass here?
You've just been sort of like really clattered hard. You haven't like lost consciousness or anything like that, but you're a little bit like, ooh, like the opening scene out of Saving Private Ryan. You're just a bit like, whoa.
Fucking hell.
Okay, what's going on here? Nazis, is it?
Physical
Exactly
I don't remember.
what he says.
I don't remember this
Nazis,
cabin
isn't
being
it?
beachside.
Yeah.
Come on.
I was thinking about, like, I don't know, like, I feel like the idea to, like, I don't know, like, drop kick it in the shins and try and break its legs.
Okay.
I was thinking a baseball bat to the knees, like.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
we'll just...
So Lawson gets up to his feet, staggering around, and in a stupor that some would say is bravery, but others would say is just has no clue what's
Concussion.
going on. You take a swing at its legs.
Those legs. Oh, and I've got what kind of check am I
Advantage,
making?
remember, because you've got strength check. You've got advantage because of
Got
everyone
the
has a
bet.
weapon.
Okay, but I've got disadvantage at strength.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I've
So
got
just
I've got double disadvantage at strength because somebody, naming no names, Kent,
Yeah,
Shoulder checked me into a door.
It's very true.
So it's just regular disadvantage then, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, first one's a 5.
Oh, that's not bad. Go on.
Second one's a 5.
Oh,
Yes.
With an almighty swing that would make M. Night Shyamalan
Bruce.
from Signs proud, you crack this beast square on in the shins, doing so with enough force that the baseball bat feels like it's actually flexed and splintered a bit. You've gone with a pure adrenaline swing, your strength multiplied beyond your normal means. The beast actually stumbles down onto its hands, but now is actually just eye level with you as it stares deeply into your soul, and you feel a panic that you have never felt before. This is your very soul feels like it's trying to escape from your body.
Oh dear. Can I make like a follow-up smash to the head?
You can take the remains of the baseball bat and try and bonk him on the top of the head if you want.
Oh, is it properly like splintered?
It's starting to, when it's like starting to flex a little bit because of yeah.
Crack.
Right.
You
Okay,
hit-
yeah, I'm
'cause
going to go
you-
for another strike,
Sure.
but if it breaks, I'm going to start staking it.
Okay.
Right. Disadvantage strength. Oh, first one. Because this is important stuff.
Okay, yeah, sure. Oh.
That one's a 6.
Okay,
That's
you're
6.
fine. You're fine then. Yeah. Okay.
Right,
I
no,
know,
I
but he's
no,
got
you
a
got
roll.
disadvantage, you got
I need to roll
disadvantage.
the other one. That's
Good disadvantage.
Ah!
Yeah.
What is it? Yes. Okay. So taking the remnants of it, you are so empowered by this moment and feeling like strength that you've never felt before, that you actually almost do a taunt. You step up and you flip the baseball bat around, when they like swing it around a bit, and you crack it with all of your might on the top of its head. It explodes. The baseball bat just fractures, splinters, it gets caught on all the horns and just it obliterates itself. But now the beast, as it were, looks like it's stunned. It's down, head looking at the floor, until it starts to click its neck back up and stare at you again. It rises up off the floor.
Fucker.
You're starting to realize that combat in this situation may not be in your best interest, which is compounded by the fact that Chris, bless him, has run away.
Yeah!
Chris,
Go on, Chris.
Chris is storming his way back towards the cabin.
I think Chris is showing the better part of valor right now, and I feel we should also run with him.
I will run with
immediately.
him once I have stabbed it in the head once.
Okay, with the
Nice.
chef knife in hand, you take it and you try and plunge it straight into its face. Please roll me strength check.
I'm going top down.
Okay, sure.
With him being face eye level with
Sure.
Bagwank Gary.
Sure.
So let's capitalize. So I got a 6
Nice.
And
or a 2, but I'm taking the advantage. So.
Yeah, sure. So you flick the knife around, you try and stab it, drive it into the top of its head. As you do so, you start getting lacerations from the horn as you start, or the horns that it's got on the top of its head there. So you're starting to feel like deep cuts, but you push down anyway with huge amounts of force, and it sticks into the top of his head. It stops immediately. It doesn't go down any further. It doesn't seem to be doing any sort of big damage to its skull, and it just sticks there.
Eeps. Well, I'm out of ideas. Run away!
run away!
Okay, everyone roll me a speed check.
Good. I don't like having an advantage, but I rolled a 5 and a 6, so I'm alright.
Okay, so who's at disadvantage for speed?
Me.
I am, but I got a 5 and a 6, so...
Okay.
I got a 1.
Okay. And Mikey?
A 5.
Perfect. So Beanie and Mikey managed to head back towards the cabin, but Lawson, as you turn, you feel an ungodly claw grip onto your shoulder and drag you back to face it. But instead of being face to face with the beast for long, it then moves down, grabs your leg, and just throws you as far as it can down the beaten path, kind of where towards the ranger station is. But you are now isolated from the group by about 50 yards. You are taking a massive whoa, And as you land on the floor with a sickening thud, you take a moderate amount of damage there. Your shoulder that was already injured is now feeling like it is really, really painful. Like you're struggling to move your right arm now to get
my right arm as well.
Yeah.
Ken, we do not leave a man behind.
Why?
Can't ask the real questions
We're a
yet.
team.
As you boys are running, you actually run straight into Chris, who you realize is just stood still. He looks like he's in a state of shock, like he's trapped in some sort of never-ending nightmare. And as you follow his gaze round to the cabin, you realize the cabin has smoke pouring out of the windows.
What?
The fire, too good.
Oh, the
Kent.
fire!
Oh no! Nobody tended to the fire.
Smoke is billowing out from under the door. Things are starting to look real bad here. And as you notice, there is another shadow being cast on the side of the building.
The van. The keys for the van
Can
are
we
in.
get to the car?
No, but the keys will be in the.
Chris, why are they in your pocket?
Chris just is completely stunned. He cannot respond at all.
Oh no!
Slap Chris. I will slap
Okay,
Chris.
give me
for
a
wasting
strength.
my-
Give me a strength check.
Okay. I rolled a 3.
Okay, that's
That
more than
seems like
enough.
enough. You know,
It's-
you don't want to knock him out.
It slaps it at Chris. He's like, oh, the keys. He starts heading towards the front door of the cabin without any sort of concern for his own well-being. But as he steps onto the porch, he realizes that the figure that was casting a shadow is now on the side of the building itself, crawling around. It is another one of these beasts that is peering round the corner and looking with what could only be described as malevolent pleasure at the panic that it is causing.
And gusto.
Yeah, and gusto. It makes this sort of like chittering noise. It's like it's really, really uncomfortable.
Oh. Are there any boulders around?
Boulders, you say?
Are you just going to stave your own head in?
Might be worth it.
Join Boulder in hell.
I meant like big rocks that I can
Yeah.
throw at it.
You can't see anything now because the flare is still lodged deep within this creature's face. It's still fizzing away, but it's just
right.
It's now.
I'm gonna head towards the flare because that's the way that Bagwank Gary is, and I don't leave no man behind.
Down
and
the
we're a
beaten
team.
path. Okay, give me a speed check. Give me a speed check. Come on, you can do it, mate.
Oh, I got a 5 or a 1.
Okay.
I'll take the 5.
So giving it like a little bit of wee, a little bit of woo, a little bit of woo, you manage to just bypass the creature as it claws at thin air, and you start smashing it down towards where Wankbag Gary is, who is now starting to regain consciousness and is like, whoa, okay, that was a trip. Chris is frozen in fear, but is starting to back down the steps because when faced with a on-fire building and another one of these weird creatures, he's going to take his chances going the other way.
Oh dear, we're fucked.
Hey, Chris.
Okay, so he's starting to run, and a speed check of... He's got a speed check of 5. He basically zooms past both you and this creature, keeping pace as best he can.
Good.
Beanie, what are you doing?
I am going to run to the car and hope it's not locked, because why did we lock the car in a cabin in the woods?
Okay.
It's now on fire.
So, you move towards the car, and the creature, almost in response that was clinging onto the side of the building, scuttles up along the top of the roof and drops down with this weird acrobatic ease. It hangs over the top, drips down the wall, and now elongates itself as it starts looking towards you, almost gesturing in a way for you to try the car. It's kind of like it just going...
I would like to soil myself, and then I will begin to run.
Okay, roll me 2 speed checks then. First one for soiling.
So the first one, I got a 2, so I definitely crap my bags.
Unfortunately, you try to crap your pants, but because you got a 2, you instead get a boner.
No, this is a weird sexual unlocking for me. And I rolled a 5 on my runaway with said fear boner.
Okay, with a lob on in hand, as it were, you charge back towards the group and manage to do a lovely little baseball slide that manages to just get you out of range of this creature. You can't tell this for sure, but the fact that these weird abominations have not been constantly pushing and clawing at you maybe gives you the impression that they're just pissing around. They're playing with you. But that matters not now as you start slamming it down the path towards where you think the ranger station is. So,
I'm going to shout out Chris's name. Not Chris, Bagwan Gary's name. Okay. Yo, Gary, where you at?
It's Steelhawk.
Of course it is. Where are you?
Steelhawk answers you with a questionable,
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Okay. Is anyone going to help him up?
I will help him up. I've seen someone put someone's shoulder back in on the football field, so I'm going to try and do it.
Oh, you don't think that it... Okay, that's fine. You can try doing it. Give me a strength
It's
check.
not dislocated!
yeah, you can tell him that, but he's still making a check.
I got a 5.
Okay, with a forceful thud, he basically just like pushes your already severely bruised and torn muscles into even worse position as you scream in agony, but he is providing a shoulder to carry you as you leave this area.
Yes.
You really are as stupid as you are handsome, aren't you?
It's a blessing and a curse.
Okay.
It's my curse, apparently.
My blessing. Let's go.
So,
maybe Park Ranger might have had some guns. Actually, looking back on our interactions with said Park Ranger, we maybe shouldn't have assaulted him.
We maybe should have listened to the old man as well, showing us the posters. But hindsight is for bitches. So
Now,
let's just
all I'm
keep
going to say is,
forward.
before anyone tells me to put down the bong and take off the tinfoil hat, what if this is the Park Rangers getting their, getting their revenge?
Getting their weekly dose of camper.
Yeah, like they're all like, oh, see who's up in the thing, warn them about what's going on. But actually, they're the ones that are, get this, right? Eating us.
Okay. Well,
I am delicious. I wouldn't blame them.
Yeah, exactly. He's delicious. He's interesting looking. I am thick, corn-fed Nebraskan meat. It's no wonder.
We're a fucking snack, mate.
So, we now enter a slightly different phase. Everyone roll me a dice.
Ooh.
A
We're rolling
1.
dice?
Okay.
A 2.
Yeah. Mikey?
Oh.
Okay. Right. As you start running away, Beanie, your laceration that you had on the side of your face, it is stinging something awful. It is starting to feel like the blood that is pouring out down the side of your cheek is burning you as well as the immediate pain that's resonating in that area. As you're running away, you can't help but instinctively try and hold your face because you feel like your jaw's almost going to come off for the pain that you're experiencing right now. And now, please, roll me another dice.
No, I know what... Oh.
I got a 3.
Okay. The pain is severe, but you feel like it will subside if you can get some alcohol or cleaning solution on it. And with
I'll pee on it.
And with a steely resolve, you keep running. At this point in time, you can pee on him when you get somewhere safer, I would say.
Yeah, I read that helps cuts from animals if you pee on them.
Okay. At this point in time as well.
I'm not going to question if you want to pee on me, I'm
not smart.
Open for everything.
I read about it on Shark Week.
There are some sounds of like footsteps behind you. You feel like you're being pursued. But suddenly, as you start, you enter a clearing. There is like a complete lack of trees around. And as you get to the center of the clearing, you can't hear anything. It is completely still and silent once more. But you can see, actually, everyone give me an investigation check.
With it being a clearing,
yes,
does
sir.
this mean we're getting there's a bit more moonlight so we can actually see each other a little bit?
Yes.
I rolled a 5.
I also rolled a 5.
Okay.
I rolled a 1.
Okay. So
Nice.
Mikey is getting his pee-pee out so that he can start pissing everywhere that he wants to, and fails to see the fact that, yes, you guys are actually quite close to the ranger station. It is probably about, I would say... For some reason, I was going to use an expression that would make no sense at all to anyone who doesn't live exactly where I did, because it's from here to the local shop, which makes that. But that's that vibe it's giving you. Like, it's not too far away, but it's a bit of an effort. Like,
So for 12 feet for me and Mike.
Yeah, I was about to say with your Sainsbury's thing, it's like a little bit further. You can
We live above a corner shop.
Oh yeah, of course you do. Yeah.
It's a fucking mile to the closest shop for me.
So you can see it in the distance. It would take you probably about 30 to 40 seconds of solid sprinting to get there. But before you do any of that, the clearing is completely quiet. The moonlight basking down on all of you guys. You can look at each other, your cuts and wounds. You can see what state everyone's in. Chris is absolutely frozen stiff.
Because of cold or terror? Or
Just
a
terror.
heady mix of the two?
Terror.
Okay. I choose to take this opportunity to slap Chris to get him back into his regular senses.
Okay. You give me a strength check again?
I got a 6. I
Oh.
hit him real hard.
You hit
forget
him.
that you're going to slap him. just cold cock him out.
You hit him with such precise expertise that it slaps him, caresses his underside, and manages to backslap him as well on the way out. You managed to double slap and also tickle his chin a little bit as well.
Yeah, call me Jinx.
He just looks around. He's just like, oh, the keys were inside the car. The oh my god. We need to get to the ranger station. He spots the ranger station. If we can get there, help! And he starts screaming help at the top of his voice. Like it's dawned on him that you can.
Can I strike him again?
You strike him again with give me a roll. What up, Mark? How's it
Got
going?
a 4.
Okay, again, not as good as the first slap, but you do slap him and you grab his hand, put it to his mouth. I assume you don't want him to cry out.
Yeah. I
I was just going to like shove my fingers in his mouth, just like, no.
Yeah, he's down the mandible.
Oh, gross. Okay.
Gross.
He's like murmuring underneath it.
Shut up, you coward! We need to get there without alerting them.
But now that we're here and we're a little bit safer, can I help Beanie out now?
Okay, explain to him your plan.
I'll be like, look, and like this is me genuinely like the character believes that this is true. He's like, look, I've seen it on Shark Week. I've read about it in the TV mag. If you pee on wounds from animals, it's acidic, so it counteracts the alkaline that's in the wound. It might help, or you might just smell weird for a bit. But what's the harm in trying?
So, I'm just going to put this out there. We're only a little bit away from the Rangers station. Maybe they'll have some non-piss medicine that I could have for my face.
Non-piss
That's a
medicine.
very good point.
What do you think you are, the King of Spain?
Yeah, who are you? You've changed, man.
I know. Kent Ramiro, for some reason, doesn't like his friends pissing in his mouth.
Okay.
I do die.
Okay.
On your mouth.
I know. What a bitch.
Georgie wants
Okay, let's
to know, Mikey, why are you so desperate? Mikey, why are you so desperate to pee on Beanie though?
The
Delicious.
unbridled love that never got resolved at Warhammer World.
Aw.
True.
Okay, so as you're discussing about all things pee, there is something that truly sets your boner to frightened stiff.
Well, I've still got a fucking rage boner, haven't I?
You do.
Set to
It's
stun.
the blood loss that's going from the side of your face and the increased swelling down there, as well as causing some absolute havoc with your body at the moment. So,
He's aroused.
He's put himself into shock.
as you guys are as you guys are like chatting, you start hearing rustling coming from the side, and without warning, without any sort of like pomp and circumstance, Macho Man style, the two creatures suddenly appear at the edge of the clearing. But
more.
Instead of moving across the threshold to that, they just stand, staring. It seems that for whatever reason, they're not comfortable stepping foot into this area, but they are threatening and start shifting along the side of the clearing. Roll me perception check. Investigation.
Okay, disadvantage.
2.
Okay,
3.
5.
Okay, Lawson, it suddenly strikes you. They're trying to cut off your escape on the other side of the clearing, which is leading towards the tower. You need to move fast if you're going to beat them there before they can cut you off.
Okay. Yeah, we need to go before they cut us off.
I'll cause a distraction.
We either go
Shoot
now or we
yourself.
don't go at all.
Okay.
I will take my final flare
Okay.
and I will light it, shout at them like, "Hey, I'm over here," because I'm the fastest, most sporty one. Hopefully, I can run them back up and then come back down and catch you later. Because
Okay.
if we all die, it's in vain. It's done. If
Okay.
one of us
Dr. Mel-
dies and two survive,
Mad respect, Des.
Okay. With a scream, you pop the cap off of the top of the flare.
we need an all in on 3 though.
Oh, sorry.
Right,
man.
1,
Okay.
2, 3,
Are
go.
we all doing it like we did at the beginning of the
Yeah.
thing?
Yes.
Yep. Just all right, everybody. Human sacrifice. 1, 2, 3.
Human sacrifice. Okay, so you pop the flare with your teeth. Why not? That hurt quite a lot. Yeah, you've got you burned a little bit of what was you were cultivating a sort of like first teenage mustache, and that's gone now. Like it is.
It's just burnt an eye out.
Yeah. But in doing so, with the extra light that now illuminates the area, you can see these horrifying creatures in their full-ish glory. Tall, gaunt, white skin, hairy, all in different places, thick, protruding, almost like porcupine-style needles coming off the side. Antlers that brush against each of the trees as they go past. Dead eyes, as I described before, and just covered in viscera, dirt. Weirdly, moss as well, like something's been growing, like they've been living outside for a long time. And they are stalking towards where the cutoff point would be towards the ranger station. But I will roll me a charisma check. We're going to count this as.
Nice.
Okay.
6.
Is it me or?
Oh, it's just Mikey because he's the one with the flare.
I got a 5, but I can roll again because.
No, that's fine. That's fine. They stare at you like almost like with such fluid motion that it's very, very unnerving. And they stare at you. They stop. And they seem to follow the flare's movement slightly as you wave it back and forth like that.
Now's my time to speed check it.
Okay, roll me a speed check.
But I'm going to wave it just to make sure that they are following it.
It looks like they are sort of like bobbing back and forth slightly.
Come on. I'm praying to RN Jesus here. Like, give me a 6 because this is going to be badass. And I want to make it to the end of this story.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a 4. What's the advantage? I got a 4 and a 3, so I'll take the 4.
Okay. So you do start moving as quickly as you can. You're struggling to find your feet a little bit, and you charge backwards towards the cabin to bring them away from there. The rest of the group, Chris, without saying a word, has started sprinting towards the ranger tower. What's everyone else doing?
I'm going to run for the tower as
Cool.
well now
Yeah,
that we've been given this way out by
Okay,
Taz.
Yeah.
speed check. Let's go.
Okay, negative check for me. I get a 3 as my
3.
worst.
Okay.
I got a 3 as well.
Okay. As you start moving towards the ranger station, you're pumping as hard as you can. Lawson, you're struggling a little bit because of your arm that you've got. It's throwing your balance off a little bit. Chris is dropping back a little bit to help you pull you towards the ranger station. But then Mikey, on the other hand, is charged on the other side. But the creatures, as it were, one of them splits off and dips back into the shadows. Another one starts pacing alongside, eye level to eye level, with Lawson and Beanie. It is a desperate race right now. You are literally neck and neck, and the curvature of this clearing is starting to intersect like this. You are going to need to make a real effort if you're going to make it past it before it can get in your way. But you are so close. You are so close now to the ranger station.
Dig deep.
Okay.
Okay. It's a 3 again.
Okay, and
It's 4.
okay. So
Damn you, speedy bastard!
with a surge of speed, Lawson manages to get to the clearing just as this elongated mass of aggression starts coming around the side here. But unfortunately, even though Lawson slips past him, Beanie, you are standing face to face with another one of these creatures. And almost like it's ready to catch you, its hands start moving towards your face.
Okay,
We'll come
I've
back to
seen
that. We'll
kung fu films.
We'll come back to that in a minute. Mikey, you have run back. You're running, but you've lost sight of where this creature is. Roll me up an investigation check.
Okay. 2.
Okay. You do not see it whatsoever, and you are just praying that you are buying your friends some time.
Because I can't see it, I'm going to slowly back into the center of the clearing because I don't want to be, next to the forest.
Yeah.
If I can at least.
In the nick of time, as you were approaching where the clearing closes, you actually just see the shadow of it was ready to sort of launch at you, but because you're dipping back, it then pulls its punches, climbs up to the top of this tree in a very weirdly quick motion, and basically just gets to the top of the branches, looking down at you, and rears back its head and does a monstrous howl that echoes across the entirety of the thing. You would say, if you were trying to analyze it a bit, that it was laughing at you.
Mate, this is tense and I don't like it. So I'm just going to say thank you. I hate it. On that note,
okay.
Can I see where the ranger guys, where they are? So obviously, if the other one, if I'm more towards the center of the clearing, I should be able to see the one that's with Bean, right?
So we'll pause your time, and we have gone over back to Beanie. This creature's hands are closing in around you in what feels like slow motion. And just as they feel like they are about to pierce the side of your skull, a huge force pushes the beast forward and around you, and standing behind the beast with a shotgun cocked is Park Ranger, the Ranger Park man. What's his fucking name?
Ranger Park.
Yeah, Ranger Park.
Yeah, but Ranger Park. He goes, "Shh, get inside, go, go, go."
And I oblige. I run.
Okay.
And I got a 4.
Okay, you make it past there.
Finally.
The horrifying creature, as you pass, you can see its back has been shredded by this shotgun blast, but they start to fizz, to sort of move around. It feels like it's almost as if bones are reconnecting, its muscle fibers are starting to pull together again, and it turns around. But that is all you see, as both you, Chris, and Wankbag Gary move into and towards the ranger station. You are on the concrete steps. The door is in front of you. It's being held open by a deputy or an officer you don't know or care to ask questions at this point, who then
Ranger
pushes
Lake, the Lake Ranger.
Yeah, who pushes you inside. The door slams shut. Pause time. Mikey, you hear the sickening blast echo throughout the clearing. The beast falls forward, turns around to face somebody who you can't see at the moment, but you can definitely recognize that was a gunshot.
Yeah. I'm going to run towards the gunshot. It's the only thing I can do.
Okay.
I'm literally stuck. I am the cream filling in a Wendigo Oreo right now, and I am not enjoying it.
Okay, as you start charging towards the edge of the clearing where the beast is, but towards the ranger station, you think you can see somebody behind, but you're not entirely sure. But what is made very clear soon after is that yes, it was a person, because something sails towards you very quickly, and lands with a sickening thud by your foot. It is the head of Ranger Park.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
The beast has decapitated him with a sweep of its claws and is now tearing into his body, eating morsels that is just pulling off chunks of flesh. You figure that if you are canny, if you are speedy, you will be able to slink by without being noticed.
But if I go for brute force and sheer speed and aggression, I might be able to get Ranger Park's shotgun.
Okay, if you want to try it, here we go. So
I'm not an intelligent man. I am only brave.
Play to your strengths, mate. Okay, so here we go. Please roll me a speed check.
Okay, so get the advantage. That was cocked. 4.
Okay. You push past the beast. You can see the shotgun in his hand, which is separated from his body by this point. The beast is tearing chunks out of him, but as soon as you reach down there, the beast's head snaps up and looks you dead in the eye. It drops the body. It's still hungry for more and starts advancing on you. Roll me another speed check.
6.
Oh, you are as quick as a whippet. You ignore the gun, you charge forward, and as you get up to the concrete door, you realize it's shut.
Let me in.
Pause time. On the other side of the door, after catching your breath, both of you and the ranger, who hasn't introduced himself, he's literally just standing by the door with a pistol the size of a goddamn banana. He's like there, and he's just there, like at the door, and do. That's all you hear on the other side. What do?
Open the door.
The door.
As you move towards the door, the police officer turns to look at you and just says, "Ain't happening, Sonny," and steps back and points at the door, waiting for whatever's on the other side to make its way through.
But the Wendigo is not exactly known for knocking.
Wendigo? What are you talking about, boy? There's some crazy guy. Some crazy guy on bath salts. I seen it. I done it.
Bath salts don't give you horns.
Oh, I swear to God, guys, I'm about to die here.
Okay.
I'm going to have to do another lap, and I don't have time for that.
Freeze time.
Let him in.
Freeze time. Mikey, you are banging on the door here. Give me a charisma check.
3.
You want to say, it's me, Daz, hit me.
It's DDP.
But instead you just go,
It's DAZ.
You make some haunting guttural noise that doesn't exactly sound superhuman. It just sounds like something in extreme panic.
I'm assuming at this point I'll do the usual, bang on the door, and then it's the turn around with the back to the door, like... You turn around and press your body in against the door. You spot the creature coming towards you. But, pause time. Because you might be lucky, who knows, eh? Let me just roll a dice and see what happens. Oh, I tell you what, RN Jesus has got your back today, because that is a 5. Oh!
Itchy trigger finger is what this police officer is known for. And when he hears the guttural howling that you made, even though you didn't mean to, and finally hears a solid thud of your body pressing back against the door with force, that's his moment to fire. With a single shot, boom, that ricochets.
A concrete door?
It's not a concrete, it's a steel-ish door. But
I was going to say
concrete steps is what I meant to say. This magnum that he's got, which says on the side of the words,
Jesus.
It just says your mum. It just says your mum on the side of it.
Your mum.
And it just blasts so much force that it kicks back, nearly ripping his shoulder off. It penetrates the door. It bypasses where you are and hits this creature square on in the face, knocking it back like that onto the floor.
Ooh.
You hear from the other side of the door this now shaky police officer saying, "You stay back, you hear? You stay back." Make me a charisma check.
3.
Okay. This time, you make enough of a sound for it to kind of resemble more of a human, just saying, "Me!"
That's Daz's scream.
And with that, the police officer, feeling like adrenaline surging through his body after hitting that, pulls the locked door open, pulls it open, you tumble inside. He sees you. A split second later, he sees the Wendigo, or creature, moving up the stairs, and he slams the door again, locking it just in time. A single claw, forces its way through the hole in the door where it was and starts whipping around, fishing for whatever it can.
Whew. What took you so long?
This would be like the moment in Left 4 Dead where you enter the safe house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who got the gnome?
Yeah, gnome ski or whatever it is. There is a brief moment of respite here as the police officer still doesn't introduce himself, but he just says, "Any of you boys know how to use a firearm?" Roll me a... What would this come under? Intelligence? Intelligence, yeah. Roll me an intelligence check.
Okay.
Got a 3.
Okay.
Got a 2.
Are you either of you guys rolling at disadvantage? For...
6.
No,
I was
I'm
disadvantage.
You're rolling at
Right,
disadvantage, eh? And what did you roll, Mikey?
2.
Okay, so Mikey says, I had a BB gun once. I
shot a cat once.
I shot a cat in the eye once. Beanie, what did you roll?
a 3.
A 3. Again, you have rudimentary understanding of how a gun would work if you were given it, but you don't know the intricacies of like the safety or how to sort it if it jams or something like that. But you think you could fire a gun in a pinch.
It's a point and click interface.
But
I'm Kent
Lawson,
Ramiro. I can do anything.
But Lawson, because of his innate skill of watching a worrying amount of dark web weapons grading videos and building things in his spare time, has a intense knowledge of nearly every single firearm, both legal and not. So with a solid yes and a weird I have an NRA card, even though I definitely am not old enough to own one look, the police officer just goes, "Back there, combinations 6113.
Okay, I go to the gun locker.
There is a gun locker in this radio station. I should probably explain what this place actually looks like now you've got a bit of time as well. It's kind of like a lighthouse style thing where you've got like a central platform, like Firewatch, if you guys have played that game.
Yeah.
Kind of like that layout. You've got some sleeping quarters on the top floor. There's a kitchen in the middle, and then at the bottom where you are, it's guns, a sort of check-in facility. There's a holding cell as well, but doesn't seem like it's had much use. But in the weapons crate, there is a big padlock on the on there.
Is there bear mace?
There might be. There might be. Let's find out what's inside the locker. Shall we?
I put the combination in to open the locker.
Perfect. Okay, so you open the locker, it pops up with a rather satisfying click, and inside you find an assortment of pistols, shotguns, you find a crossbow as well. There is ammunition aplenty for each of these, and there's also a stab-proof vest, a single stab-proof vest there. But no bear mace or anything like that, I'm afraid.
Okay.
So what would you like to do?
Probably a smart idea to arm.
Sure thing.
Everyone
Yeah.
take a weapon.
Tool up, lads. Also, is turn to the ranger and be like, medkit for Kent.
Sure thing. He nods and points to the upstairs. He just goes, in the kitchen, there should be some stuff there. See if Danny will patch you up.
Kent, go see Danny.
Is that the other park ranger?
And he nods as you say that. He just goes, we sent through a few more out on dispatch, but after seeing what I just saw, I ain't thinking they're coming back anytime soon. You boys, we need to get out of here. There's a radio on the top. We're gonna, if you can hold this door, I'll radio for help, and all we got to do is wait it out. That's all we got to do.
Ranger Park has no head. He dead.
He very dead.
He died as he lived, protecting this park.
Headless.
Yeah. Okay. So, what would you guys like to do?
Go upstairs and I'll hold the door. Being a big, strong me and old Kenty boy here.
Okay.
Can always go. We can hold the door.
The door is occasionally like slamming, like a little bit.
Okay.
Kent needs to sort out the gash on his face.
Yep.
Fine.
Okay.
So, and your shoulder is hurting quite a lot, Lawson. But you figure,
so it's him that wants to go.
But you figure that there's maybe either a sling you could maybe put it in that would alleviate it, which would mean you wouldn't roll like as many disadvantages on strength checks and stuff. Or maybe you could put the stab vest on. Maybe that will push it and provide a bit more support. You're not entirely sure.
Like a splint.
Yeah, I'll strap it up as best I can.
Okay. On the second floor, as you go up there to find the medkit, you find a very worried-looking ranger. Does not have as much combat experience as the rest of... George is saying, not me getting emotional about Ranger Park dying defending the park. Not as much combat
Orange
experience
man.
as the as Agent Stone. You find out his name is, who's downstairs, and
Stone.
he's there basically weekend volunteer work. So he has no idea what's going on, but he does he does point you to the radio, and he does help patch both you and Lawson up, Beanie. So your facial scar that you've got, face wound that you've got there,
Laceration.
it's just got that sort of like nice gauze, and it's got cooling gel on it that's helping sort of bring down the swelling.
It's cool on my tongue.
But Lawson, you've been strapped up as well, and Danny suggests that maybe the stab-proof vest would do you well because it would provide extra compression on the area to keep it rigid and help with you. Okay, so
I'll put the stab-proof vest on then.
awesome stuff. So that means that when you get attacked next by a melee attack, then the person doing it will roll disadvantage against you.
Brilliant.
Which is always good. Beanie, roll me a dice.
Okie dokie. 5.
As you sit there, calming down from what happened, and Danny starts applying the cooling salve to the side of your face and the gauze that's got some bandages, you feel for a moment that there is a sense of peace and tranquility within you that is suddenly and worryingly interrupted by an insatiable hunger. You feel like you haven't eaten in weeks. You feel like you're incredibly malnourished just in an instant. And with your hunger, also does your anger start to grow. You start feeling really irritable. You feel like Danny is pushing and prodding you, that he's doing this on purpose to make you feel embarrassed by the wound you took earlier on. Roll me a strength check.
Okay. 5.
You... I'm just trying to figure out the best way to describe this. We're going to pause there, but remember that 5. Give me a perception check, please, Mikey and Lawson.
Okie dokie.
Is that come under investigation?
Oh.
Sorry, yeah, investigation.
Oh,
Okay, so 2.
4.
Okay.
4.
Okay. Lawson, because you're closest to where Danny was giving you advice, you suddenly notice a muffled scream coming from the same room. So you're just strapping up your stab-proof vest, and you hear... You turn around to see Beanie choking the life out of Danny.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Like, Kent, pack it in!
Nah!
Charisma check, go for it.
Hello, doglet.
That's a 5.
Okay. The words do seem to resonate with you, Beanie. You suddenly snap out of what you're doing and realize that you've got your hands around Danny's throat. His eyes are starting to bulge. He's got those veins appearing in the side of his face when all of the blood and pressure is moving in, and he is scrabbling at your face and at your chest to make you stop, but your fingers close deeper and deeper. You do feel like you could try and break this if you wanted to.
I don't.
Okay.
I want to give in.
Okay, you want to?
Rage.
You want to give in?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I'm clearly going to become evil soon, so yes.
With a final sickening sort of pop, Danny just goes and slumps back, completely lifeless.
Jesus fucking Christ.
He has deep wounds in his neck where you've just basically pushed with all of your strength and ripped through cartilage and crushed his windpipe, which takes some impressive amount of strength to do.
Yes.
As you feel the blood on your hands dripping down, you start to question, ever so gently, if you might have gone too far. But at this point in time, there's no way of stopping it. You are now infected with the Wendigo curse.
Yes.
Your new mission, Beanie, is to kill the other players.
Excellent. Right, I would like
Look
to
at Mikey's
lick the blood.
face. He's so like, no.
So fucking it's done.
Right, well, I'm going to lick Danny's blood off my hands
Okay.
and turn and look at Lawson give him a wink,
Okay.
and begin the chase.
I
Okay.
open
So
fire.
let's.
Shit, yeah, you've got a gun.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Oh well.
Okay. Here we go.
Bad. I'm the guy with the gun.
Let's just. We need to. Just double check. I'm just double checking to see if there's a description to see if it changes your bone structure or stuff like that. But we'll say that it does for a bit of a laugh. The infection is rapid. It starts pushing through your chest. It makes your bones elongate and pop in weird ways. But you won't really find out what the full extent of this was because Lawson has indeed fired a, was it shotgun or pistol?
Shotgun.
Shotgun into your chest. So please roll me a speed check, both of you.
Okay, at disadvantage.
Yeah, disadvantage.
Double one.
Oh!
So,
Oh, 3!
Okay, so Lawson's won the roll-off in this case. Now please, Lawson, roll me another dice.
Okay, it's a 3.
Okay. The shotgun blast hits you with so much force that it pushes you straight back into the wall and splatters blood everywhere. You have been hit incredibly hard in the shoulder. It is not a killing blow. The pain is severe, but in your current state, this is only making you angrier. And your bones start to pop and click. Except for this hand here. The one where you were shot in seems to be slightly delayed, so it's more human compared to the rest of your now mutating body.
hot.
Okay.
Okay.
What do?
Now I want to bite his face for shooting me.
We will pause right there and go back down to Mikey, who has heard this shotgun blast from within the room. Agent Stone whips around and just says to you, "Oh no, you better check on that, son."
Exactly. Thanks,
Right.
Agent Stone.
Sprint
Dick.
straight upstairs.
There's
Okay.
a very real angst in that. Like, do I gotta?
Okay, what'd you roll?
2 and that's cocked. 4.
Okay, right. So you make it into the room to
Sprinting
see.
upstairs.
Do you see the dead body of this ranger? You didn't know his name because you never met him. But you see Lawson, shotgun cocked, pointing at this now horrifyingly mutated Beanie,
Okay.
who is just there, like looking at both of you with a intense hatred.
Here's how it's gonna kind of go. I'm gonna run upstairs and go, "Oh no, Ranger, what's his face?" And then I'm gonna look at get Bagwang Gary. I'm gonna nod and I'm gonna throw the what would it be called? Extinguished flare
Yes.
that I had left
Yeah.
at Beanie's head just to get some form of distraction at him.
Okay.
Throw it at him and then maybe go for like the rugby tackle, the football hit.
Okay. Okay.
Ballsy.
So, roll me a speed check.
A 6.
Okay. That's
Get
fine.
up.
Yeah. The empty canister just goes.
Dunk.
And Beanie, in a weird moment of just kind of like lucidity, just goes, "Huh?" and looks directly at you like, is it Tim Allen? Yeah, yeah, he does that. He even makes that noise. And now, here comes the rugby tackle.
Oh, come on. It's another 6.
Beanie, you are slammed against the wall, pressed down. But because of your now elongated size, he's dragged you down to halfway. If this was an MMA match, he would be about to get full guard. But oh no, you're now nearly a foot taller than a normal human.
Finally!
So you're starting to get a bit of a like, oh, he's giving me a nice hug, but I am on the floor.
Okay.
Perfect.
Right,
I'll
well,
roll
we'll
a dice, by the way, Mikey. I need you to do some damage.
Okay. 3.
Okay. The force of this is enough to really, really hurt your hip, Beanie.
Oh.
So, like, it's brought you
Hey.
down. You've landed hard on your hip. You're kind of like, "Ah."
Dick.
You deserved it.
Okay. Lawson, you can now act, but you have the unfortunate problem of having both of your friends now in front of you. And I use the term friends loosely.
Yeah. So I've got another round in this shotgun, right?
You do indeed.
Like, what kind of shotgun is this? Is it like a hunting shotgun,
It's
or
the
is it like a combat shotgun?
12 gauge.
Oh, thank God! I thought-
Yeah, pump action.
Yeah,
You've got
all
5
pump action.
shots left.
5 shots left. Right.
Shells, sorry.
'Cause they're not too far away, and Beanie is the larger of the two.
Yep. There's now
On the floor.
quite a...
So I can get up and like just point blank him in the face, right?
Sure thing, if you want to.
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to have to do me a speed check to make sure you can get there.
Okay, speed check. Ooh. It's a 3.
Okay. You do step up to the plate. You do aim at his face, but because of the fact that it wasn't a 5 or a 6, Beanie is going to get to make a reaction against you in the sense
Please
of
don't shoot
you
me.
can see the fact that he's walking over with a shotgun. What would you like to do, Bean?
Jump at him to bite his face.
Okay, so you still have Mikey on top of you, so you're just going to lunge forward with both of your claws, right? Okay.
Yes.
Here we
I'm
go.
going to get a shot here.
Oh, is it 2 claws now? I thought you still had.
I got a 6.
It's got like a weak arm, but yeah, it's still both coming over. Okay, so a 6. Roll me a speed check, Lawson.
Oh no. First one's a 4.
Okay.
Oh, 3.
Okay. He grabs the end of the barrel of the shotgun, and just as it's about to fire, Beanie, roll me a dice, and this will decide how horrible I'll be.
A 1!
Oh, no.
Okay, so I was going to do it in my mind. If it was a 6, you would point the barrel down into Mikey's head. But because it's a 1, you just push it away, and it fires wildly against the room. The wall, sorry, of the room. Okay. You are all locked in combat now, except for Chris. Welcome to Chris's perspective.
Chris!
I'm nervous. I don't know what's going on. I hate this. I hate this fact that I've let my friends talk me into doing all this again. I knew this would happen. I knew we should have gone back home. Wait a minute. Why is that front door opening? I thought that was closed.
Shit.
Things are getting pretty tense now, boys.
Heaps.
I'm alright, I'm just going to kill you.
Okay, right. So everyone's going to roll me a dice, and this is going to be initiative because there isn't an initiative there, but we need to do some form of turn order.
I got a 1!
1.
I got a 1.
No.
A 5.
Okay, so Lawson is acting first. Still got Beanie is still gripping onto the end of the barrel, even though it is away from his face.
Please don't shoot me.
Yeah. Guess I can try and like get the sort of like wrest the barrel out of his grip.
Okay,
but,
right.
But not sort of like trying to shake it off, like actual like step backwards.
Okay, so I guess this would not be a strength check. Then this would be a speed check to see if you can basically pull out really, really quickly. Here we go.
Oh, first one's a 5. Second one's a 6, so it's a 5.
Okay, right. So the barrel of the gun is wrenched from your hands, Beanie, and now I assume it's being forced straight back into his face or around that area.
I'm aiming at his face or his general like mass. Trying not to shoot Daz Hammer. But I've learnt my lesson from not getting point blank because he's just going to grab it again.
Sure thing.
So. What am I rolling for shooting?
Roll me a speed check, I think.
Speed check. Oh, first one's a 4. Second one's a 6, so it's a 4.
Okay. You do have enough speed. You've pulled back. You've aimed at his chest, his face, and you are firing in the kill zone. Roll me a dice.
Come on. Oh, it's a 2.
Okay, it is unfortunately another glancing blow because of the fact that you are so panic-stricken, and it hits Beanie in where his chin would be, which is now starting to force itself open as it splits apart. Antlers are starting to grow from the tops of his head, and things are starting to get pretty dicey indeed.
Yeah, this ain't fentanyl.
So, Mikey, please make your do a roll off between you two because you both rolled once.
Okay.
5.
2.
Beanie, please make your action. What would you like to do?
I would like to use my newly found mandibles to bite Mikey's face off.
Okay.
I thought we were friends.
It's a strength check, so let's go.
Okay,
Every time
so
someone
this will
said
just be 1 dice. I got a 6.
Okay. Mikey, please roll me a strength check. If you get in 6, you're fine, but if not, this could be a bit worrisome. He's got advantage.
Oh,
Ah!
God.
Ah!
4.
Okay. You
Oh, my
feel... roll me a dice then, Bean.
Okay.
My face, mate.
My face, mate.
4.
Okay.
It's all right.
With a sickening crunch, you feel the jaws of Beanie's newly found mandibles closing in around the side of your head down to your cheek. You have taken quite a severe puncture wound, and unfortunately, one of his now engorged and horrible teeth is pushing right into your eyeball.
Yeah,
Thanks, I hate it.
Sweet meat.
You have you have your reaction to make now, my friend.
I'm going to put my thumbs in his eyes.
Oh my god, the fact that you guys are sticking with combat is hilarious. Okay, let's go. Battle Royale, Death Zone, let's go.
I got a 4 for the strength check.
Okay, Beanie, you got to roll me 1 dice as well, please.
A 3.
Oh, you overpower him and push your thumb straight into the eye. Please roll me a dice.
But both thumbs.
Sorry, both thumbs. Roll me a dice then, please.
This is important.
5.
Oh, okay. With a sickening show of force, you manage to push your one thumb. The other thumb manages to get around his face. The other thumb driven into his eye that is starting to turn black. And it's done so with such force that it's actually pierced the, what do you call it? The goopy bit of it.
The ball?
The cornea.
Yeah, the cornea. And you are now blind in that eye, Beanie. And you reel back in pain, releasing your grip and your mandible claw off of him as you struggle in the corner.
Oh, so you're both blind in one eye.
With this opportunity, could I essentially... I'm assuming we're upstairs.
You are upstairs.
Because
Yeah,
I
we're on the
really
middle
want to try and
floor.
tackle him out the window.
You can try.
I really just want to
Oh no, sorry. You're in
I
the
don't know.
you're in the medical room. You're in the second floor,
Yeah,
so there is the
And
upstairs
also,
bits going.
didn't I just bite his face?
Yeah,
Surely
he's-
it's not.
You're not
you've
feeling
literally
great.
Done eye. You've done literally eye for an eye.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, it
But
becomes
I'm a monster.
it
I
becomes
love it.
apparent that this is a fight that may not go your way should you continue. Welcome to Chris Vision.
Christian.
Yeah, that door's definitely opening. That shouldn't happen. Oh, bye, Ranger Stone. I'm running. And I've tripped on the stairs going up.
Yay!
Okay, back to the combat.
Should we do initiative then?
Roll for initiative, my friends.
Oh shit! 1.
3.
Sick.
You got a 6. Okay, so Mikey, you act first. You realize at this point in
Winters
time,
has waited this.
he cooks them in his hand anyway when he rolls.
Yeah,
Anyway,
exactly.
so like if you feel at this point in time a surge of inspiration, maybe it's the blood loss or leaking of cerebral fluid that's going down, but you think, maybe this is a fight that I can't win in a 1-on-1 situation, or even a 2-on-1 situation, as it turns out. You have the opportunity now to disengage if you want, or you can try and battle it out to the death.
I want to try and get him out that window because if he's
You
blind,
are going to need to step back, lead him upstairs, and then to the window to do
that's
that.
fine. That's
okay.
fine.
So you're going to
But
disengage.
I feel him being part blind and a little bit battered might help for if we get him out the window, he falls, hurts himself, therefore it'll give us a chance to escape because he'll be hobbling.
Yep. Sure thing.
So, yeah, I'm going to be like, yo, Wank Gary, Chris, upstairs, let's go.
So, Beanie, roll me a dice at disadvantage now.
Okay. Okay, I rolled a double 1.
Ooh.
So
So you swipe, but you can't stop Mikey from breaking the tackle hold that he had on you before, and he has fallen out of the room. You are left there screaming in pain. As you reach the central staircase, you see Chris is lying down on his face, but he's now scrabbling to get back up the stairs and is charging up past you. in the hallway down below, you can see through the banisters that there is a huge amount of blood that has just been spilled. A horrifyingly sickening, bone-crunching sound can be heard, and you're starting to piece 2 and 2 together by the fact that Chris is sprinting up, that things haven't gone so well downstairs. Lawson, what would you like to do?
We're making a beeline for upstairs, aren't we?
Oh, sorry, you're dropping back as well.
Yeah.
Cool. So all of you, bar Beanie, make it up to the top of the stairs. There is no escape from the top up here. However, there is the radio. There is a siren that you can spot immediately, and there does only seem to be one way up and down. So potentially, if you barricaded or started making a final stand, this is probably your best bet.
Okay. Yeah, barricade's probably a good idea. So any non-essential tables, chairs, anything like that, just down the stairs.
Okay.
Whatever, like filing cabinets, whatever the hell we can shove down there.
Okay, with the combined adrenaline from all three of you, you do manage to just throw chairs, anything that isn't stapled down. Chris very unhelpfully throws a few clipboards down. I'm not entirely sure what he's thinking at this point in time.
Chris, love the energy.
But he's trying his best. But then Chris falls back and starts looking at the radio. Should we ask for help? Like, we've got to do something.
Yes, do it. Sirens, lights, woo-woos.
Have a look around. There may be a sheet of information with our coordinates on.
Boom. Yeah. Roll me an investigation check, please, Mikey.
That's a 6, but I have a
disadvantage.
5. Yeah.
Okay. So you actually spot on a little like bulletin board that there is a clipboard with ranger station codes. The home base has got a code next to it. The ranger operating on duty has signed in with his code, and there is, as on a quick scan, the only emergency that you think would be applicable would to be call in a fire, because there doesn't seem to be anything else. So you have that information now. What would you like to do with it?
I would like to call in a fire.
Okay.
On the radio.
So quickly moving to the stairs, we will come back to you in a minute because Beanie has regained some semblance of consciousness, and I assume he's heading up to say hi.
Oh, yes.
Okay. As you proceed out of the room, Bean, you actually meet face to face for the first time in broad daylight, or at least under the guise of the luminescence provided by the neon lights above you, the Wendigo that scratched you earlier. It stares at you with deep interest, almost like a knowing glint in its eye, like, nice to see you again, mate. And without saying anything, puts its claw up and touches the top of your head, then points down the stairs to the remains of Agent Stone, then opens its mouth and goes,
"Wants me to go and eat, then?"
It nods and then moves past you, slinking its way up the tower.
I am going to listen to my wonderful overlord, and I'm going to go and eat some corpse. Delicious corpse.
Which part would you like to sample? There's a foot, there's a head, there is a bit of his chest.
The genitals.
Exactly. I'm going immediately for the genitals and ass cheeks.
Okay,
they're the best bits.
Okay, so
it's ass meat.
So I was going to give you a benefit depending on which part you chose to eat. So this is going to be an interesting one. So you go downstairs, and in the remains of Agent Stone's body, you find his juicy genitals. You pick them up and start feasting on them in a way that, well, it's impressive. Let's put it that way. There's some action going on there that is XXX rated, and you have
stones.
You feel a sense of knowing as soon as it hits your stomach. You suddenly experience a rush of power, adrenaline, but also of memories. You relive in that instant nearly everything within Agent Stone's short-term memory, as well as his death, which is a bit freaky, to be honest. But you feel empowered. You feel like you've gained a part of his spirit essence and his strength. And because you feasted upon his genitals first, you now have a bravery that will allow you to shrug off a mortal wound from a handgun or ranged weapon. So you will roll an advantage when doing some sort of check against that. Okay?
Okay.
You ate his courage, his delicious courage.
Yeah.
It was delicious.
But another thing that pops into your brain now is that now that you've feasted upon him and gained some of his memories, is it suddenly just goes, they're going to signal for help.
Right. Can I start running up the stairs?
You can indeed. You start charging back and back to the room here. Mikey, you are at the radio. What do you do?
I don't know. I don't know what the code is, so I'm just going to say, Breaker, this is Pigpen, this is...
Oh, he's turned his microphone off again.
Got overexcited. He's turned off the talent.
He's turned off his camera as well.
Hi, Mikey.
Why?
Should we just keep it like this? Oh, he's gone.
He's gone.
He's gone. Is he back? He should be back.
What is happening here?
He's coming back.
Oh, no. Turn your camera on, turn it off again. Oh, no.
Hello.
We can hear you, but we can't see you. Oh, wait, no. I think it's trying to connect. Oh. I don't know what's going on. Oh, bless you, Mikey. Can you still hear us? Oh, no. Is the whole call gone? Is everyone here?
I'm
here.
still here.
Okay. Can't hear Mikey, can't see Mikey. In his moment to shine, he is dipped. No, Mikey, no.
Dad's hammer.
Oh, we can hear you, but we can't see
I can hear myself.
Okay.
We can hear him.
But we can't see him. This is unfortunate.
This is a new level of tension you've added to this.
Oh, I don't know what to do. The Wendigo got him, says Georgie. Okay. Are you happy to play on just as a voice Mikey? Oh, no.
2 seconds. Yeah, I'm coming.
Have you got like a secondary webcam that you can just try and tell it to go to a different source and then switch back to the other source?
There's only one way to find out.
I know. The Hussein saying technical difficulties of old. Oh, no. Ooh, we've got a OBS streaming logo. Sponsored. Okay. Oh, Sam's in the chat as well. Hello, mate. How's it going?
Hi, Sam.
Yeah, Mikey was shocked by the penis munching. So we'll play it. We'll go to Lawson. You do your bits first, while we wait for Mikey. So you can start hearing a scrabbling going down now on the barricade that's been erected.
Yeah, so I'm going to assume that there is nothing else that we can throw down those stairs.
You've quite successfully piled up a lot of stuff. You can see sort of like claws and things pushing through, but you can't. You haven't got a clear shot yet.
Yeah. Is there? So apart from like the rate, the alarm. We'll hit the alarm. The siren.
Boom.
Get that go.
You smash through the glass and hit the siren. A huge sound blares out all the way around you. The sort of like air raid siren style thing. And Beanie, this is going to affect you now. As you get to the top of the stairs and meet up with your friend, you can call him whatever you want. The sound. This sound erupts so loud that it causes both of you to buckle down onto your knees in pain. It feels like hammers, nails being driven into your skull. It is the most intense pain that you've experienced beyond being shot in the chest. Yeah. Lawson, the claws retract from the barricade as the creatures howl in pain. You feel like you've bought yourself a moment of peace as they struggle to regain their composure.
Yeah, right. Okay. So you said that there's only one entrance and one exit, so there's no windows or anything else like that.
It's a whole window-fronted sort of construction.
French windows.
Yes, but you don't see that there's any sort of emergency exit, but that you don't see it.
Right, yeah, I'm going to do a bit of an investigation here.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Yeah, so go. 5, 6.
Ooh, okay. Out of the corner of your eye, you do spot an object that looks slightly different, like it shouldn't be there. It's protruding from one of the windows on the outside, and you can see from the side of it that it just says emergency down there.
Right. I wish to investigate that further.
Okay, so you move over there, dropping back from the barricade. As you get closer, it appears to be that this is an escape ladder in case of a fire within the building itself, because obviously there would be no other way to get out if such a thing happened. But in order to get there, you're going to need to break the glass and pull the cord to release the fire ladder going all the way down the side of the building. At this point in time, the siren's effects are not working on Beanie and his pal.
Yeah,
that's all right.
The noise is still going on, though, right?
The noise is still going on, but they've regained their composure a little bit now.
Okay, great. So, like, just under the cover of the noise, I'm going to use the butt of the shotgun to smash the window and pull the cord.
Sure thing. Can somebody get in touch with Mikey as well and just see if he's like? Do you want to take like a 2-minute break, Lawson? Because you obviously live with him, just to go and see what's happening.
Yes, I will do.
Wicked.
Right, if we're taking a 2-minute break, then I'm going to use this as a comfort break.
Yeah. Everyone, just go for a pee. I'll put it on a BRB thing. We'll come back for the closing chapter of this because I need to go and quickly get a drink as well. So let me just sort that out. It's fine. You can go, Bean. I'll sort it out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wait, Mikey is here.
Yeah.
Can't see him though.
Oh. Hang on. Why is it so, why have you, what is going on here?
It is a bit weird. I'm trying to
Sorry, guys.
No, don't.
Unless you just want to carry on with the thing, I'll try and fix it.
I'm just not entirely sure what we do for this. And it's not working. Just turning off the camera and turning it back on again, and rejoining the call isn't helping either. It's okay.
One sec.
We can carry on with like podcast Mikey for the moment.
For now, yeah.
Yeah. So while we're waiting for Beanie to come back, we can come back to you. Lawson has found an escape ladder that's down the side of the tower. The siren deafened the creatures enough so that they stopped attacking the barricade for a bit. And now you are on the radio and you have the codes to be able to speak to the person on the other end. Oh, is he still there?
Hello? Yes?
Oh, yeah, cool. Right. So you can see that the codes are Papa Goose is the person who was the officer in charge.
Mm-hmm.
Fire is, unsurprisingly, Torchwood. And the other code for the area that you are is Rubber Dinky Ducky.
Okay. So, with that in mind,
yes, I can see him. He's back.
With that in mind,
yo,
we got a situation on our hands. Papa Goose has found himself flying out of the nest and hit his head pretty badly. Papa Goose is no longer alive. We have Torchwood going on in the Rubber Dinky Ding Dong, and we need some help. And we need help yesterday. We got two dead bodies. We got 3 casualties and 4 monsters. And quite frankly, I'm sick of being in the woods and we really need someone to help us come now. Everything is on fire. There's a big fire. Torchwood, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. We are going to die here. The coordinates are as follows. Proceeds to read the thing off the board.
Awesome.
Can you send people as soon as you can get here? Helicopter support is mainly needed, but please hurry. We are going to die.
There is a moment of silence that elongates into a worrying moment of silence. You think for a second, oh, bollocks, did I forget to turn the radio on? But you did, don't worry.
Okay.
And all you hear on the other hand is, Roger, we're coming to save you. And
hell yeah.
What is it? Clear Dance, Creed, Water, Survival. That music starts.
Son.
Yeah, Fortunate Son starts blaring through the radio. At that moment in time, the barricade starts to shift. The sheer weight of the combined Wendigo and Beanie pushing up against it has broken through. Lawson is at the escape ladder. You are by the radio, which is quite close to the escape ladder, and Chris, in a panicked fashion, has just suddenly seemed... He just is like in a ball, catatonic.
God damn it, Chris! Give your balls a tug.
I'm gonna roll to see if he actually
tugs on his wire.
Well, in a moment of those words resonate with Chris.
No one has ever said.
And he stops. He stops shivering. He looks up at both of you and just says, "I'm so sorry," and stands up and starts moving towards the barricade. Go.
Chris, no.
Chris, yes.
Please,
Roll me a
open
roll me
the
a
gate.
roll me a
Speed,
persuasion
I'm gonna
check.
stop him. Oh,
Cheeky baked 6 is
this is weighted. This is
you
cheeky.
you run up to him and you grab him, but he turns and just goes, "Listen, I got us into this mess. I'm going to get us out of there. Get down there. Get to safety. I have to do something worthwhile with my life."
Chris,
And it's at that point
fine.
there.
You can face your dad.
It's
Chris,
at
this is no time to face the consequences of your actions.
At that point in time, you realize that he too has visited the weapons cabinet and has a rather large pistol with "your mum" written on the side of it.
Do they all just have your mum written on it?
He just got it from Agent Stone when he died.
Each weapon.
So he like pulls it back, he locks it, and just starts aiming at the barricade. Go! The barricade is starting to shift. What are you guys going to do?
I want to kick through the barricade.
Okay, roll me a strength check, Beanie.
Okay, one dice. Got a 3.
Okay, you do punch a hole through one of it to make it easier to start ripping through. You will get through in the next turn without any issue whatsoever.
Okay, right. As I see that hand come through, I'm going to try one last plea with Chris to be like, look, we don't leave a man behind. The only reason we've left Kent behind is because Kent is no longer Kent. We don't leave a man behind.
I tell you what, in a moment that feels like it's breaking the meta of some sort of game, he turns to you and said, "You'd need a 6 to get me to convince me otherwise."
Okay. Like,
Stop rolling 6s with Winter's weighted dice.
yeah.
Okay.
Damn it!
As soon as you say that, the gun suddenly feels very heavy in Chris's hands. Oh my God, what am I doing? And it drops to the floor.
Yeah. Oh my God, what are you doing, Chris?
But as it drops to the floor, the trigger goes off and it fires around. Everyone roll a dice.
Oh, gee.
Now is not the time for me to die here.
2. What? 1.
1, yeah!
4. Okay. As the gun falls, it spins slightly due to the weight, hits the floor, and a bullet fires, launching the gun off into the distance. But the bullet heads straight for Lawson.
No.
Lawson, roll me a speed check as this bullet that I'm doing in slow motion Max Payne time.
Back when Gary, no!
Not back when Gary.
Which roll? Is it 1? Is it 1? Did you roll a 1 again?
Oh no!
The bullet hits you annoyingly in the same area that you've taken all of this damage.
Your poor shoulder, mate.
It's gonna be dust. It blasts through
yeah.
the back of your chest.
My darts career
And
over.
Thanks, and thanks to the laws of what's it called when it's like bullets to do with that. There's a specific ballistics. Yeah, due to the laws of ballistics, the bullet fractures inside your body, ripping through ripping through the front of your chest. Oh, sorry, actually, no, it was through the front of your chest, out the back. You now have lost all function in your shoulder. You're in a bad way, but the window behind you has also been struck and broken with the force of the bullets, allowing access to the escape ladder outside.
I already smashed that open.
Oh, sorry, I missed that, mate. Sorry. Well, this is just smashed even more of it.
I was like, to smash the window with the butt of the gun. Right, so as soon as I get shot, I'm like, Chris, you son of a bitch!
But
push him back down the stairs.
You are fucking 10 ply, bud.
Actually,
I swear to God.
I'm really sorry, but I have to revise a little bit of damage that I've done to you there, Lawson, because
No.
normally you'd be dead at this point. But I've just remembered you're wearing the stab-proof vest, which does allow you to re-roll the advantage on that. So please, roll higher than a 2.
Yeah, I was going to say, because, like, getting shot is like just getting stabbed with a tiny knife.
Exactly. So
The
please roll
move's a lot quicker.
just roll higher than a 2.
Sorry, the dog just
four
spooked
this
me.
time.
Wait, was you at a 4?
4.
Okay, so this time the bullet impacts, hits you, knocks you out of the window. Please. So as you fall there, please make a speed check.
Literally, my last words are cursing Chris the hell out.
So
last words, I curse Zoidberg.
So roll me a speed check, please.
I've got disadvantage on speed.
Oh no!
Yeah.
It's a fucking 1.
Oh mate! As you
on.
fall back, you do like a kind of like cartwheel to try and grab the ledge as it's bypassing you, and as you do, you just see Chris just going, "Sorry, dude."
No!
Your hands go from trying to grasp to flipping off Chris as you disappear
Fuck.
off
Can
the side of the tower.
Has Lawson's character done the best impression of John Locke from Lost that it could?
So, Lawson's character falls into the darkness. We will return to that in a minute.
Oh, not Lawson.
Chris,
Bagman
Not
Gary.
Lenny.
Chris rushes towards the window now, and now that he's regained his consciousness, looks over the side in a split second and just grabs the side of the ladder and starts fireman sliding down. You are left alone, Mikey, as Beanie smashes his way through the barricade. There is a slight power struggle going on between you and the other Wendigo now, my friend, because both of you are very hungry. So please roll me a strength check, Beanie.
A 5.
You absolutely boy off this one that gave you the Wendigo way of living, and you storm up into the room, elongated, twisting, staring at Mikey. Mikey has a split-second chance to react.
Is there anything flammable up in this top?
Only
Me.
only your chance to live. if you
It's slowly burning. Okay. I'm gonna stick to my character of being brave and bravely escape.
Okay,
Bravely run away.
both roll. So
Exactly.
you're going to roll a speed check. Beanie, you're also going to roll a speed check, but at disadvantage because you are further away from him.
I am always disadvantaged on speed checks.
There we go.
And I got a
5.
Okay, you make it to the side of the ladder and start climbing down as quickly as possible. But Beanie slams into the top, almost ripping a bit of the ladder off in his hand because of how strong he is, causing you to sort of wobble. But you are making your way down. As you are climbing down, you start to see over in the distance, in the pitch black, red and blue, red and blue. Red and blue. There are people coming from about a mile away around the side of the hill.
Police.
You feel like the help is nearly there.
Right. So I'm gonna go down and
Okay.
I'm gonna check that fucking Gary is okay.
Okay.
Steelhawk. The only time I'm gonna call him Steelhawk, and that's on his deathbed.
That's when I'm
Steelhawk,
dead.
stay with me, buddy.
I love
Lawson.
you, Steelhawk.
I love you,
Lawson,
man.
this dice determines a lot right now. Here we go. Soul dice. Oh, it's gone behind my phone. Extra drama. What is it?
Oh.
It's good news, Lawson. You have rolled, or I've rolled for you, a 2. If I had rolled a 5 or a 6, you would have been absolutely crushed. But
How the hell am I not in the first place? Like, I've just fallen 3 stories.
you have fallen
Resilience.
onto the outdoor pantry that this very conveniently was full of
Bouncy castles.
Marshmallow?
sacks of what's something that's soft that you can land on. You know what?
Marshmallow.
No, I'm going to throw logic out of the window right now. Out of just a sheer fit of pure circumstance and chance, you have Altaired your way out of this Assassin's Creed style and landed in a giant pile of manure for the local horses that they use to patrol the area.
Great. Now I smell a bit better, and I'm not dead.
Yeah. You actually
Yay!
still will take some damage.
Cool.
You have sprained your ankle.
God,
This guy
And by-
just like had his shoulder shot through and he sprained his ankle.
Do you know what? If you don't come home with diphtheria, you've made it okay. Like, you're doing all right at the end of this.
Okay.
I've already got dysentery from that goddamn sandwich.
You've made
Like-
it.
Oh yeah, the poo sandwich.
Okay, you've made it all down to the bottom of the tower now by this point in time, and you can see roughly where the lights were coming from. You know that up there's got to be a road, there's got to be something up ahead. The question is now, can you make it before Beanie and his pal join you?
I
Gentlemen,
hate you.
I want Beanie to roll a speed check now.
Okay, disadvantage speed check.
Nope, this time it's going to be at regular.
Oh, then 5.
Okay. Feeling a new sense of aggression surge within you, Beanie, instead of going down the ladder, you look to the treetops, and with a single step back and a push forward, you launch yourself out of the window and jump onto the tops of the trees using your now weirdly sort of like claw-like feet to grip onto the branches as you stalk your prey from above.
So all it took was a horrifying curse to make me a track and field star.
Exactly. Yes, your parents are finally proud of you.
Finally! My
Okay.
vertical leap is amazing.
Whoa.
Gentlemen, you unfortunately, because of the height, the panic, and the sheer adrenaline that's going through, do not see this event happen.
I'm going to pick up Lawson then. If I don't see it happening, I'm going to make sure that my friend's okay.
Strength check, let's go.
6.
Cool. You pick him up, you're braced against the side of them. You won't get any advantages for speed checks while you're holding him, but you won't get any disadvantages either. So, Chris has, in his extra spare time, also grabbed one of the torches from the ranger station and has clicked on the torch and is feverishly looking through the dense trees towards where he thinks the path is. He's signaling you both to come this way.
Okay, off we go.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Everyone,
Speedy.
roll me a dice. Just a single dice.
3.
3, 4.
Oh.
Okay. Mikey and Lawson get the slight jump on you, Beanie, and start pushing through the tree line. You're sort of wobbling a little bit on top of the tree, so you kind of see where they are, but you can't figure out with your newfound powers where the limitations are. Like, can you jump down onto them and survive like damage? You're sort of thinking a bit too much, and that allows the other group to push through this forest. But thanks to Chris, you do know where they're going, thanks to the shining light of the torch.
Eat my shit and hair, Kent.
You feel but now it is your chance to act. Would you like to jump after them, Bean, or would you like to jump down to the ground? What would you like to do?
I would like to keep to the treetops, and
Sure.
I am going to jump down
Okay.
if I can. So climb above and then leap down at an opportune moment.
Okay. So do me a speed check to see if you can jump from treetop to treetop.
1.
Yeah.
Really, really?
Oh,
I am a terrible murderer.
eat dirt.
Okay. Roll me another dice.
A 6.
Oh, Beanie.
He's lost the will to live.
So, as it's swinging back and forth, you think that you've got the timing right so that when it goes forward, you'll be able to launch. But unfortunately, you time it so catastrophically wrong that it's all the way back. And when you launch yourself off, you kind of just go and fall like this, straight down in.
like a Jack Russell on Lino.
Yes.
And
exactly. Thank you.
unfortunately, because you rolled a 6, you are going to be receiving some critical damage right here, which I will roll for. Beanie, you have just broken both your legs.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I've just rolled a 5. So you've just landed.
Oh, my bones!
It seems the mutation hadn't fully taken effect just yet, and it feels like you were still jumping with human bones when there should have been Wendigo bones.
My
You-
legs!
You can feel.
Suck it, Kent.
You can feel your bones starting to reshape
Fuck you, Gary.
and start to refuse again with the Wendigo's power and the virility that you've managed to eat off of Officer Stone's penis. So you are starting to
It's
repair,
delicious.
but it's going to take you a little while to get back on your feet. But above, you see another shadow jump from the building, sailing overhead far towards the group. Okay, gentlemen, another speed check.
1.
3.
Okay, so Beanie, in a fit of panic, because he's like, no, I want to eat. I'm so hungry. He puts all of his
Comedy
weight back
errors.
onto the same leader, and then strikes again. And he's like, God damn it, God. And he starts punching his own knees to try and get them to work, causing more damage.
Oh, my
Damn it.
knees!
You need to get yourself some splints, son.
Okay,
I just need to stop being in such a hurry.
okay. What did you guys roll?
3 and 4, I think.
Okay.
Go for.
So, as you're running, you're following Chris, you're charging forward, you think that you can start seeing an incline up to where it suddenly levels out, which you assume is going to be the road. But just as you're starting to do that, the trees rustle around you, and with a... It's the creature, the first one, right in front of you, and it beckons with open hands, almost like it realizes that this is all to play for right now. He's right in front of you, and he's starting to advance.
Its eyes are the weak point.
Or his knees, we've just found out.
Yeah. Maybe it's
Might
got
be the weak point.
maybe it's got weak baby knees like Kent.
Kent and his weak knees.
Does anyone want to do any reactions at all or anything?
Shoot.
Okay. So please roll me a speed check.
Disadvantaged. Oh,
Is it not good?
2.
Okay. You fire a shot that does glance it, but doesn't manage to do any damage, and it's still stalking towards you. However... Oh, dear. Right.
The
Well,
woo-woos.
okay. It's not interested in you. It's not interested in Mikey. It's interested in the torch that is now feverishly being waved in its face by Chris, who takes an almighty punch straight to the chest from this creature, clobbering him down into the ground. He just falls like a rag doll with its strings
Hi,
cut.
Chris.
He's been
Crumpled.
He's been floored, man. But
Oh,
the creature goes over to him and starts getting its claws ready to dig in.
I'm gonna have to spear tackle it in the back. I can't just rescue everyone once. I mean, it's my character. I'm here. I'm a jock. I'm a team player. I'm here. If we all go home.
Roll me a strength check.
None of us.
You honestly won't believe.
Is it actually another 6? Oh my god. He has baked those
Honest-
dice, man. Like
He
this
has.
This is a bit worrying, actually, this.
Long
Yeah.
theorize.
Actually, I'll tell you what I'll do. I've got another spare D6 here. I'll start playing with something else because I feel it's a little bit.
Roll that dice again to see how much damage you do.
3.
Okay. You do push straight into the Wendigo, stopping him from sinking its claws into Chris's supple little flesh that he's got there. And you do smash it into the side of a tree. It howls in pain, brushes you off. But now, thanks to some repositioning that you've done, the Wendigo is now to the side, to the right of the party. You are at the front. Chris is right next to you. And Lawson, with his dodgy ankle, is behind you with the shotgun.
Okay.
You are, in theory, you and Chris are closer to the street than the Wendigo is. Lawson is exactly the same equidistance.
And I'm
Way
really
behind.
far in the back.
Okay. So
Okay.
it is the final round. Everyone, please roll me a dice.
Oh. Okay.
A 5.
4.
A 5.
Okay. With a surge of adrenaline, Beanie, your bones and knees click back into place in ways that you've never felt that they could do before, and you spring into life. Please roll me a speed check and then a strength check.
Okay, we have a 1 for the speed check.
Oh my god.
Strength
mate.
check. It will be 1 dice. I got a 3.
Okay. Right. So
1 and a 3.
you start pushing off at speeds that you just wouldn't even fathom were possible in your human form. And as you race forward, you realize that maybe speed without control isn't that great. So because of your 1, you run straight into a tree.
Get it.
Yeah!
Classic Kent.
God, Kent Ramiro.
He can do anything, I hear. Okay, everyone else, please roll me a speed check.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, it's double one, and I've got disadvantage. Yeah, it's ones.
Okay, and the Wendigo rolls. Okay, I've got a 3. What have you got, Mikey?
I'm gonna go back and help Lawson.
Okay.
Speed check, so it's advantage and disadvantage. So I got a 4 and a 1, so I'll take the 4.
Okay. So you run, you grab Lawson, and you're able to pull him away. The Wendigo tries to swipe, but digs its claws deep into the ground, missing both of you. Beckoned by Chris, you pull yourself up, all 3 combined, and roll onto the road because it's quite a sharp incline at the edge. As you do so, all you're met with is the screech of tires, the opening of doors, guns being cocked, locked, and ready to rock, and a lot of people saying, "Get down! What's going on? Get down!" You're there. Chris.
Yeah, I'm just too buggered to do anything, so I'm just lying face down anyway.
Chris, in a moment of panic, just screams, "There's a monster down there!" And at this point, the police officers have no idea what to make of this expression of seeing these people onto the road. They knew that there was an emergency. They have no idea what's going on. They were told of fire, but now they're starting to see bloodied, bruised teenagers coming up onto the road. And some of them have their guns trained on you. Some of them have their guns pointed off into the distance towards the tower. There is 3 cars, and there is probably about 4 to 5 people. Sorry, there's 5 people in total that are standing there. One of them ushers you forward silently, just like, "Come to us, come on, come on."
I welcome my tinfoil blanket, to be honest.
Okay.
Welcome it and a sit down. I'm sitting straight to the ambulance. That's where I'm going. We just need to get out of here.
Sure thing. As you start moving towards the car, Lawson, are you doing the same?
Oh yeah.
Chris is also moving. Everyone's got their hands up, I assume, like just to make sure that there's no other.
Yeah. The needless oppositional defiance died about the same time that Ranger Park, the park ranger's head went flying through the air.
So, Beanie, please roll me a dice. This time you can have it at advantage.
Thanks. Double 1.
That's what you get, Kent. That's what you get.
Damn you, Kent Rodrigo.
Classic Kent.
As you look forward down the sort of like the dark wooded area, you can see the other Wendigo pulling its claws out of the ground. He turns around and looks at you, and with an expression that could only be described as, "What the fuck, dude? Am I going to have to do this all by myself?" Just turns and jumps up, straight up into the air again, and leaves your sight.
Yeah, I get to live.
So
that's a Wendigo.
So, at this point in time, as you're walking towards the police officers, some of them still got their guns trained on you. One of them is moving towards you to try and usher you towards the back of the car. When all of a sudden, his face looks up. Some of the guns also move up into the air. You turn around, and silhouetted against the clear moon is this crouched figure flying through the air that lands smack bang down onto the roof of one of the police cars. It turns, it swipes at one of the police officers, cleaving through his chest, killing him instantly. Another steps forward, fires one shot straight into his gut, but gets its arm grabbed and ripped straight from its socket, thrown around. You have... Please roll me an investigation check, both of you.
Oh, I've got advantage on that.
I've got disadvantage on that.
2 or 2. 2 or 2. Brilliant.
Okay. You notice that the car engines are still running, Lawson. That's all I'll say. You have a split second to react, but I will give you a moment to think about what you want to do, because this decision may indeed be your last, or it may be your salvation.
So we're all in the same car together, yeah?
You're not in the car. You were walking towards the car the guy was ushering you towards before he then pulled his aim up. He's still alive.
Right. Still alive. I just shout to drive, like, just book it, get out.
Okay.
We all, like, whatever strength that we've got left, sort of just like, Chris, other man, Moose, come on! Like, we're getting out of here.
Okay.
We've seen enough that these things are unstoppable. The only thing that we've got is distance.
So you have you're moving towards the car. You're going to try and drive it or hijack it. Mikey, what are you doing?
Yeah, I need to get out of here. I'm tired. I'm broken. The fight can't go on any longer. Like those things can fight all day. We are spongy. The mind is willing, but the flesh is spongy and bruised.
Okay, so you all move towards the car. Please roll me a speed check.
I'm driving.
Okay.
Speed check. 4.
Okay, Lawson.
Disadvantage. Oh, first one's a 2. Second one's a 2.
Okay, Beanie.
Okay.
No disadvantage.
3.
Oh, you got 3. Okay, cool. Right.
That's 3.
So what happens is that Lawson, you just managed to make it to the car. Mikey, you jump into the driver's seat. The police officer is too stunned to even react. And Chris joins you as well, just managing to get in before the door closes, and you peel off straight forward. You're not really caring about who gets in the way at this point, but you do scream past the police officer and his comrades, who are now getting completely decimated by this Wendigo. As you do, the Wendigo gets its claw and slices down the side of the car, puncturing through the bodywork, but not puncturing the tires. You have just by the skin of your teeth made it out. As you look behind you in the rearview mirror, you can see the police officers are not winning this battle. They are getting completely brutalized. And as you turn the corner to join onto a sort of more well-used road so you can open up the car a bit more, the last thing you see is the Wendigo howling in the pleasure that it has a meal that will never satisfy it, but it will eat tonight. The final action of this entire one-shot is now in Beanie's hands. Beanie, roll me a speed check.
2. So stupid. Champion roller.
Seeing as this is the last thing, I'm gonna let you roll advantage on this one. I just want to do something.
3.
That's enough. Okay, so Beanie has just so much anger boiling his blood. He's in so much pain because of his knees and also running into the tree. But he sees the police car's lights driving past and knows that this is his one chance. Leaping up into the air with his newfound strength, he comes down, both claws gripping just onto the side of the door that Chris is sitting at. It pulls off the door and strength check, Beanie. Come on.
4.
He grabs Chris, pulls him from the car, and disappears into the night.
Yay! I got my dinner!
Chris's last words to you were, "Oh, I wonder if my dad's car was scratched."
It was really badly.
Okay, and that is the end of what the one with the Wendigo.
I love that.
So
that was the right laugh.
In summary, 2 survived, 1 died. Beanie, your epilogue is that after killing all of the rest of the Rangers and Chris with your newfound friend, you stalk the woods together, looking for new victims. It wasn't meant to go down like this. You had an uneasy alliance with the Rangers in the fact that they wouldn't bring as much attention to close the park, but you still had a sort of stable food supply. You're now insatiable with hunger. You can never rest. You can never sleep. You can never feel happy again. All you know is the thrill of the hunt and an everlasting pain in both of your knees. You, after many months of being starved out by the area being closed due to the bodies being found, you and the new Wendigo family start planning your assault on the nearby town, if you can get there. So there we go. And you guys survived. You tried to tell your story to the local papers, but no one believes you. Why would they?
Psych wards for us.
Not psych wards, but more just, I think you need a long holiday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm moving country.
Yeah, damn right.
That was really, really good.
Made it.
Hooray! Hey, we did. We made it. I actually thought we'd die.
There was a few points where I thought that I could kill off everyone, but I thought that it's more fun if somebody survives. Beanie took the bullet for me pretty much early doors because it was just like he got scratched pretty heavily, and I was like, well, I've got to roll to see if he turns, and I rolled a 6 on the turning thing, and I was like, yep, he's got to go.
Yeah,
Good.
I really enjoyed it. You nailed creepy, stressful tone really well.
Hey.
I had an absolute blast. I think the simplicity of this game and putting it in the hands of the players and putting it in the hands to just, with your friends, create a fun story. I absolutely love it. Thank you very much, Georgie, for letting us play this.
Yep, and to Heather as well, because she wrote it as well.
Yep, the pair of them, absolutely fantastic. Incredible. I love it, and I can't wait to see what else other horror scenarios are in there, because I love me some B-movie horror as much as the rest of them, so Hundo P.O., yes. Amazing.
The best thing about this is that this is an RPG by the Valkyries, which is Georgie and Heather, as well as a few other writers as well. They have done a selection of RPGs that fit this vein. So maybe we can do another one of these one-shots down the line, and we can get Georgie, Heather, whoever wants to come in on the team to come in and lead this. I would say that we'd phone you now, Georgie, to discuss it, but unfortunately I do need to head off in a minute, so we'll come back and we'll do sort of more of a chat about this. I hope that this gave you a good insight as to what this RPG is about, and the fact that it's all done on one dice is very fun.
Yeah,
indeed.
I love that.
Yeah. Before we close out this, let's do the usual thing of pumping the social medias. So obviously, if you're not already a member on the Discord, then go join that. If you're not a member of the channel but would like to support us, then please consider becoming a member of Live and Let's Dice. It definitely helps us out in the long run, afford to do fun stuff like get silly dad hats and things like that. And you can find all of the merch as well on our Teespring store. But if you want to follow us, Beanie, where can people find you on the socials?
Beanie40k on Instagram. That's me.
Beanie40k. Mikey, where can they find you?
You can find me on Fang and Bang, all one word, Twitter and Instagram at the moment. If you want to follow my journey into more destruction, goblins, and big old spiders, that's what I'm currently working on. So please drop a follow. It's free for me and for you and does wonders for us. So mucho appreciado. Big love.
And Lawson, where can they find you, Lawson?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Crafting Kaiju, where I just paint a lot and scream into the void and craft.
It's a delicious combination for sure. And you can follow me over on Instagram at Retro40k, because I finally caved and changed my name.
Good lad.
And it was Quipster who made me choose it as well. God damn you, Quipster. You're too right. So there we go. So I know some secrets about anything upcoming. Oh, refresh my memory. There is something happening and I've completely gone blank. Georgie's saying that there's a new thing that they're working on and I'm going to need to vamp until she can say something about it.
Does that mean Retro M is available now if you're Retro 40k?
Yeah, sure, man.
Sound chance, man. We can all be Retro L, Retro B, and then you can be Retro 40k.
Amazing. And then what we'll do is we'll get together again. We'll see if we can add some more people into the mix as well and have some of the designers, obviously the writers, come on and maybe do some funky stuff with that. And we'll get in touch with Georgie, Heather, and the team to do some like sort of interview chats as well about how they created this and what they were hoping to achieve. But I hope that you enjoyed this, everyone. I am going to have to bounce off literally right now. So big peace out to everyone. Thank you all so much for joining. It has been an absolute pleasure. Big love. And we will see you on Wednesday for the next stream. But until then, catch you in a bit. Bye, everyone.
See you later.
Bye. 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 Bye.